Some people don't like you to mention certain things. Some people don't want you to say this. Some people don't want you to say that. Some people think if you mention some things, they might happen. Some people are really fucking stupid.
You're listening to the worst.
The worst.
You are listening to the worst.
Not the best.
All of it is so bad, it's hard to tell which is the worst.
The absolute worst.
And you're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
It's absolutely awful.
What's up, Anthony?
Hi.
We have to hit the road a lot on this program. We have to go down to Washington like once a month to do our show so we could feel connected to the XM crew down there in Washington and at the Washington compound. And, you know, you do your show, you're bored, so you find things to do. And one day, the boys, except for Anthony.
No, you faggots went shopping.
Decided to go to Georgetown and take in the sights and sounds of Georgetown. And I want to make it perfectly clear, we looked at a lot of hot women. Mm-hmm. Did I say that we looked at a lot of hot women? Yes, I want to make it perfectly clear.
Yeah.
A lot of fine ass walking around this particular day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to take the gay out of the bit you're about to hear, but I'm sure it's not going to help whatsoever. Yeah, we went shopping in Georgetown and we discovered a shop called Lush.
Here's Opie and Anthony when they aren't stinking.
Ooh, who took their shoes off? It's a little stinky in here.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
There's a bunch of things I want to get to right off the bat. I was trying to remember. You were saying something about that thing, and
there was our little evenings last night.
Well, I guess we could start with that. Sure.
You guys went out.
Well, we went to Georgetown, and we ate at a fine Italian restaurant.
You did.
We knew it was going to be a good restaurant because right at the front door is a picture of Bill Clinton and Hillary.
Oh, really?
That's where they went for Valentine's Day.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Ugh,
yeah, they were...
Like there's any romance in that marriage that they need to go out for Valentine's Day.
I guess it's his favorite restaurant here in Washington, D.C., in the Georgetown area. A fine Italian joint. We had a really good meal.
Yeah.
We're hanging out, and all of a sudden the Chancellor of Germany walks in, and the whole place like stands up and applauds.
Really?
That was a little weird.
Yeah, except for us, we had no idea who he was. He looked like the fat guy from Lethal Weapon 2. The South African guy.
Right, yeah.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Really?
We're just assuming he was the Chancellor of Germany because our waiter was telling us that there's a special VIP area where... Because we asked,
why did you pick the Chancellor of Germany for him to be?
Because they
said that the Chancellor of Germany...
Yeah, they said that he's here tonight.
Yeah.
But maybe he was already here, and this was another guy going to this VIP area. Because we asked, we're like, where does Bill go when he comes to this restaurant? Because he can't just sit out there with everybody, all the schmucks like us. So there's like this back room right next to the kitchen that they go into, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah, so we're sitting there, and all of a sudden this big, just enormous... He looked like a raging alcoholic, to be honest with you. He looks like he's been to a few Oktoberfests
all
in his
the
day.
Europeans are anyway.
And then his security looked like we could have taken him.
He's a little weird guy with the pistol balls in his right.
Really?
Yeah, and we were studying his bulge, trying to figure out what kind of weapon he had, and he gave us the up and down, like don't even think about it.
I talked to the Chancellor. I said hello, and he went, "Careful, lover."
I pardon you.
There's a ring around the restaurant.
So we had dinner, and then it was Lindsay and I, it was Jimmy, it was Derek, it was Martini Steve, and we all started shopping.
Shopping. Yeah. Shopping. Now, what could you shop for?
Well, Georgetown's awesome. It's a lot of fun. There's there's martini bars, there's nice restaurants.
Oh, martini bars.
There's great shopping. There's Abercrombie and Fitch and the Gap, and I mean, you name it, they have it there.
Yeah, whatever you want, man. Nice shirts and clothes and soap and shoes, like whatever you want to buy. There's plenty of.
Yeah, why don't you back up?
No Rodeo Drive.
Exactly.
And you missed the key word there.
Yeah,
he's trying to get past this. Soap.
Soap.
I like soap.
What's the name of the store we went into?
I don't know. Lush.
Lush.
Stop it! How would you even go into a store named Lush?
We're walking by the store, and the loveliest scent hit me. I was hit by a lovely scent.
Oh, Jimmy loves to shop. He loves stuff like Pottery Barn and Bed Bath & Beyond. He likes these, like kind of girly stores.
Yeah. They have a word for guys like that.
His whole demeanor changes, though. We're walking by this store called Lush.
Did he go, ooh?
That would have been more masculine.
It really would have been. And all of a sudden, he, I don't know, he I guess you smelled the fragrances coming from the store?
It was an ensemble of fragrances.
Because we're on the sidewalk, the doors are open, and all of a sudden Jimmy goes, ooh, or whatever, and he just runs into the store.
A cornucopia of scents.
So we walk into Lush, and Jimmy is just beyond excited.
Yeah.
He wants to know about all the soaps.
The place has got these handmade soaps, okay, and it's like they look like just chunks of like clay, but they're
know what it is? It's like cheese blocks.
Exactly what they look like, cheese blocks.
Like big cheese block looking things of soap.
Yeah. And then you smell one, and then you go, oh, I like that, and then
each one tickling the olfactory.
And they cut off a piece of the soap for you.
They cut it off and wrap it up all night. Oh, look, he's got his soap.
What, this here is called Bohemian soap, specially crafted with luscious lemons to get you squeaky clean.
Hey, Martini
Steve works great for getting male jizz out of your ant crack.
It would have been more masculine to wash my face with a cock.
So, there's a lot of people. We're all hanging out. Here comes Martini Steve with his bag.
Lunch bag. Oh, you bunch of fruits.
I'm not gay, but I like to be lemony fresh.
I didn't get the lemon one. I got the...
Hold on. No,
is it? Yeah, it's here.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, my.
Hold on. Let me explain, though. Because, there, Martini Steve has walked in with his bag from Lush.
Oh, they still smell.
So Jimmy's running around this joint thinking it's the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Yep,
they have stuff like bath bombs.
Bath bombs?
Yeah. It's like that. It's like the size of a softball, and I guess you drop it in your bath water, and it's like an Alka-Seltzer tablet.
Oh, and you get a little bubbling action there? Wow.
Lavender, all the scents you'd want for bath bombs.
Of course.
Then they have like face soaps with actual seaweed in them.
Really?
And they have soap for every type of skin problem that you might have.
Oh, dry skin or oily. And
so Jimmy, there's mostly women in this place,
there are.
working there and shopping there, and Jimmy just kind of takes over the whole joint. He's got 2 or 3 people working for him.
You were asking questions?
All sorts of questions.
Asking your soap questions?
What's good for this? What's good for your pores? Yeah, because I want to get a facial. I've never gotten one.
You got a facial, all right.
No, not the fun kind.
Hey, Bobby Big Rigger is very confused on the phones. He says he likes urine and soap.
Both very, in a weird way, cleansing. If you want to tease my tinkle enjoyment, that cleanses things, I think.
So he's running around all excited, and we're all just kind of standing around taking a slight interest, Anthony. Like, oh, that's a little interesting. Oh, yeah, whatever, Next thing you know, we're all shopping.
You're all sucked into this whole thing.
He sucked us all in.
Picking up, this one is very good. This is my favorite. It's the Demon in the Dark soap.
It's called Demon in the Dark.
Of course it is. It has a lovely, mint flavor scent, and it says, peel the wax, lather, and wait for your dark side to appear.
Oh.
Ooh, saucy. This really is the type of soap you should be using on yourself as you open your robe while you stand there in the doorway, thanking your friends for visiting again.
They have gentle on your sarcoma.
Wow. Yeah, they have soap that looks like brownies and all sorts of crap, Anthony. It was quite amazing, and this bastard sucked us all in.
It's a great place, though. You can't not buy soap when you're there. You have to.
They're all different shapes and sizes.
Anthony, ready? Jimmy, how much did you spend on your soap yesterday?
A few dollars, I think.
How much?
A few bucks.
This bar was $11. For this bar?
$11 for that.
Well, you have to realize this is sandstone soap. Sandstone soap. Follow the Brazilians and keep your body smooth with sand soap.
Yours only cost $11?
Yeah, well, how much? What kind of a hunk did you get?
I got this for $16. I didn't even realize.
That is a $16 bar
they
of
weigh
soap.
it. They weigh it.
Yeah. Is that what they do?
Of course. What do you think?
You
Just look at
gotta
it?
be shitting me.
They're paying for it. You lather with it.
Oh, you got the same one, Steve.
Yeah.
Sandstone.
Jesus.
I was told not to get the sandstone soap.
By who?
It's exfoliating, I bet.
Well, that's what I was looking for. One of those soaps for my face, and like, you don't want the sandstone; it'll just rip you apart. That's for like your feet, Anthony. You know how it gets all calloused in the middle of summer?
What's
You
that?
got that rough skin, and it's all peely.
Ooh.
So you use that on the bottom of your feet.
Rockstar soap. Is that what that's for? For your feet?
No, this is
The sandstone.
The sandstone's
Oh,
for
I
your
didn't
feet.
know that.
Don't use that on your face.
I'm going to.
No, they say not to
Sandstone?
use that on your face.
Maybe gently, but slow
No,
circular motions with just your fingertips.
Dude, it's actual sand.
Fruit.
It's actual sand.
Look at this dispenser. It has a helmet on it, and you squeeze the bottom two things. But it says aim for back.
But Jimmy's the worst. He's the worst. Because he sucks everybody in.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, everyone's pulling out their credit cards, walking out of the store with their little Lush bag.
Lush bag.
You can't help it. It was just fun stuff.
And then we're walking around Georgetown trying to look cool, and you can't look cool with a Lush bag.
No, you can't.
Very
Is that the
difficult.
receipt, Jimmy?
Yeah.
How much
Actually,
total?
it's not the whole receipt, actually. It's something else.
What was the total that you spent on soap last night?
I don't know. Wait. No,
The bottom number, Jim.
no, but you see, there's a bunch of numbers. It's more than that.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he's.
boy.
I know about how much he
boy.
spent.
11. Not that much. Less than $4.
No.
No, you couldn't have gotten out of there for less than 40.
I got a few of these.
This cold face was $12.46 for this little bar.
What does that do?
Black soap for clear skin with charcoal, licorice, and soothing oils.
I got one of those too, Anthony.
Of course you did.
It's just
I got one of those, and then I got some body wash, some shower gel, a lemon lime mixture, and some kind of mint mixture.
These are just good. You feel like you're just standing there with like a bar of quarry soap, just washing your.
It has a heavy weight to them, man.
Yeah. Good.
What's wrong with, I don't know, ivory?
Nothing.
A bar of ivory in your shower and
Steve, what other soaps did you
soap
buy?
up
I just got this.
The ivory is good for common people, and those little people that like that, that's fine. But I'm a fancy person.
Soap diva.
This is what happens when you hit the road, though. You get bored and you start doing things you would never do at home.
Shopping for soap.
I would never go shopping for soap in New York City.
No. And in
Steve,
retrospect,
what do you got there?
I have a part of a piece of the sandstone that Jimmy got, and then I got Rockstar soap, which is, it's not as overwhelming. The one thing you realize is when you walk into these places, the smells are so overpowering. You get pulled in different directions, and you don't really know which one.
Good point, Steve.
And you just, I went for the least offending one of the group.
This was like candy or gum or some of the.
Ooh, it does.
Like a Rockstar.
That's all you got, Steve?
No, that was it. Yeah, but these 2 pieces of soap cost $24.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of.
It must have been late. I guess the cock store was closed. So you figured you'd just. I don't know what time that closes, but
It's. I know I spent about $60 in there.
$60 on soap.
On soap.
Wow,
It's not just soap. It's
not.
It's a fun showering and bathing experience. I should have bought a bathing ball bomb, bathing ball.
Bathing bomb.
Yeah, bath bomb.
Yeah.
Are you going to? Are you going to like maybe display these in a basket in your new bathroom?
No, they don't. They look like you said, like a cheese, but it's like big hunks of like cheese. So no, I'll just use them.
You could
use them.
You could kill somebody with this soap.
Yeah, they seem very.
It's very heavy
block-like,
and
very brick-like.
Yeah, very chalky looking softball type.
And what do
thing.
you say? Give me 2 pounds of that, and
No, they're in like imagine like a fruit basket like arrangement, but it was
Good analogy.
yeah, I can imagine that.
like a fruit stand, but instead of fruits, there's soaps. In
Just
these
imagine a
different
basket filled with a drug cocktail.
How awful is this, Anthony?
Oh, it's horrid.
But he sucked us all in because at first we're just standing around like, oh God, how long is he going to be in there? And we're actually out on the sidewalk, kind of checking out the sights and stuff. And slowly but surely we all start walking.
You all started walking in and purchasing your soaps.
You can't help it. It's phenomenal. The bath balls were great. I'm moving into this place next week, and my tub is really deep. I should have got a bath ball so I could have taken a nice lavender bath.
Lavender, bubbly, bath.
But I didn't.
Yeah, no, you should.
What else did you buy, Jimmy? That was it?
That was just. I think mostly the soaps is all I got, and they gave me a couple of samples, like little creams. And
Weren't you going to buy the face soap cream crap that has the seaweed? The actual seaweed?
Yeah, I actually got talked out of that because it smelled bad. Yeah, it had like actual seaweed in it.
Seaweed would probably smell bad.
Yeah, I decided not to get that. I traded it for some sandstone.
It's called Ladies Snatch.
Let's go to Seabass. Seabass!
How you doing, fellas?
Hey.
Hi, Seabass.
I want to know if the Lush bag has a picture of two fellas lathering each other up on it. Want to know?
Lathering each other up.
You're not dying, Sonny. You're soaping everyone around you.
Let's say hi to Rob. What's up, Rob?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
Just want to know why Steve didn't get the flaming soap.
Is there flaming soap?
I didn't see any. If there was, I missed it.
That would have been a coup.
Steve bought soap. It smells like an olive.
Let's go to Tim in Jersey. Hey, Tim.
Hey, boys. Good morning. Hey, Sugar Bear.
Hi.
Hi, mister.
Hey, Jimmy, did you ask the girls when they were helping you around if they had any soaps that were designed to help remove the scent of logs from the chest?
No, sir. I kind of kept it under my hat. I just asked. I kind of hinted around. Look, I have a son, and his diapers are always full. Is this good?
Let's see what's...
Can I soap up your ass?
Let's go to Rhode Island and say hi to Jeff. Jeff, what's up?
By the way, don't you love in message boards whenever they'll write something? I want to suck your seat. Jeep. They write that.
Yeah. Smart.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, anyway, listen, I got a question for for Jimmy and Steve. Do you guys have to say "como" when you lather up with the Brazilian soap?
Como. It's made for washing your belly, and you rub and go, como. Como. Washo.
Como.
Como. Why is it only... Jimmy and Steve. Opie bought $60 worth of
certainly did.
Because it's the Brazilian soap.
Well, because I went with
didn't get that?
No, I went with the shower gel. I guess that was the expensive... I don't know.
Shower gel?
Yeah,
what else did you get?
It was a lemon lime shower gel.
Ooh.
Some kind of mint shower gel.
Minty fresh.
And that black soap.
Oh, that's the cold stuff, but for the face.
Coal.
Yeah, it's your cold soap for exfoliation.
They come out singing "Mammy." Black coal soap for your face.
Yeah, and then they had like soap shampoo. What the hell was that about?
Oh, these were actually lovely. I was going to buy one.
Lovely. Dude,
lovely.
our show should never be using the word lovely.
Yeah, these things were cool, man.
Yeah.
These soaps fucking reminded me of tits,
Yeah, that's it.
Big soap tits. I wanted to buy these ones, but I didn't. There was shampoo. They look like those little round, like smaller cheese things, but these were whole circles. Like picture a donut, a whole solid donut.
Right.
And they smelled great, but they were shampoo, and I guess you would just rub them into your hair.
Rub it into your hair like...
yeah, like a little hair bar.
Yeah.
That is lovely.
Yeah, it is. Nice shampooing experience, but I don't really need that, so I didn't buy it.
And we all walked out with our Lush bags.
We sure did. Bunch of men just walking, smelling good.
With your Lush bags.
Yeah. Thumbs up in other people.
Did you shop anywhere else, or that was your only shopping experience?
I ran at the Pottery Barn quickly. I wanted to get a dude. I wanted to use some of my new soap last night, but they don't sell soap dishes in this place that you can travel with. So I am not going to use.
Oh, jeez, a traveling soap dish.
Well, like the one you take your block of soap in. There's no way to wash and then put your wet soap back in your bag. It's going to get stuff all over. So
you would want a little case. Perhaps like Howard Hughes used in The Aviator.
I almost got that last night, but I didn't, by the way.
He opens it up. Every time he goes into the bathroom, Howard Hughes would open up this little silver case and pull his soap out and just wash until his hands bled.
Would he really?
Pop it back in. And hold his breath when people with polio passed by him so he wouldn't breathe in the air that they were giving off.
Are we talking about Howard Hughes or
me?
Or you, Anthony?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm a little crazy like that.
Howard Hughes would close that thing up and put it back in the glove compartment of his Escalade.
Exactly. You can't be too careful.
And I don't think you can wash your hands to the point of making them bleed, by the way.
Yeah, I think you can.
How?
You just wash them and all the oils wash away. They crack.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
You heard of that, Anthony?
I've heard of that.
All right, let's go to Don.
I never saw it. Look, my hands are very smooth.
Let's go to Don in
From
Connecticut.
Trump's money all your life. You got city hands, Mr. Hooper. Buy me a sheep shank. Get the Lush soap.
Gonna need a bigger soap bag. Let's drink to your sandstone.
So I need a soap dish once. Swallowed it whole. Eyes rolled back white, bubbles coming out of his mouth. I'll never go into Lush again.
Hey, let's go to Don in Connecticut. Hey, Don.
Hey, guys, what's up? Hey, man, this is horrible. You know, you guys, Anthony, you got to fill up a pillowcase and just beat these guys with it.
There you go. Ow! Ow!
It's just funny how it goes down, though, because it always starts with Jim, and you
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah. Remember, Fat Boy? It's just a beautiful... God. I was trying to say beautiful and odoriferous in the same sentence.
Hard.
That's a tough one to pull off. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Ow, that's lovely.
Oh, God.
Beaten with the soap as it walks up into your nose.
That's the problem with going on the road, though. You find these little things to occupy your time and entertain yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Because every city has the same stores, the Gap and, Abercrombie and Fitch and...
baggy stores.
Blah, blah, blah. Then you see an unusual store like this, and you have to take a peek because you're kind of bored out there. And next thing you know, you're spending a lot of money. I don't even think I'll use the stuff I bought.
Someone is asking if you took a sliver off the big block named Shit Dick.
Dude, I remember one time I was in Baltimore, and I was doing the Baltimore Improv, and I actually went shopping one day in Baltimore, and I was bored, so I went to Avita because the hotel had Avita in it, and I had never smelled that kind of stuff.
Oh, Avita.
Yeah.
And what do they sell?
The same type of lovely, like little shampoos and like little
soap
things for your hands, lotions. I spent almost $200 in Avita.
Oh my goodness!
And it sat in a bag on my counter for a year and a half. I never used it. I do that.
A year and a half.
I'm compulsive. I don't shop to the point of spending thousands of dollars. Like I'll go out and just do something stupid like that, and then just never use it and go, "You really are a faggot." And I don't,
I can see you using your soaps though.
Yeah, why not? I'm hygienic.
Then we went to Barnes & Noble, and we're all buying books, relatively normal books.
Yeah.
No big deal. I bought the latest book from the Fight Club author. I can never say his last name.
Was this one, 35 pages? Fight Club was a little thin.
Oh, no, it's longer than that. And Jimmy comes, finally, goes to the checkout counter with his chess books.
Oh.
Put a couple, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Look intellectual.
Chess problems, and the one about chess players, and then Confederacy dunces. I just wanted to buy some.
I know, but the chess books, I was like just browsing through really fast while he was online. I'm like, you're actually going to read this stuff?
I love them. I'm weird with chess books. Like, I'll buy a bunch of them, and I know I'll never really go through them.
Yeah.
But they're great on the toilet, and they're just kind of like when I can finally break away from my stupid computer, my porn sites, I can actually just play out the moves from the book, which I like doing. Yeah.
You just sit there reading. Chess.
But they're actual chess problems, and then you got to what? Try to solve what's happening?
And I'll probably solve 1 out of 50. Yeah. Oh, he canceled here. Makes perfect sense. As opposed to going out and banging a girl. He decided to cancel.
I could just picture him in a lathery bathtub with candles lit.
Candles all lit around him.
And then reading his chess problems.
Holding his chess book out of the water.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
That's right. Just playing a little chess and bad-mouthing the Jews. Like, Bobby F. That's sociopath. You guys see Fisher interviewed in Iceland in Reykjavik. They finally gave him some kind of a place to live now. They gave him citizenship in Iceland, and he's had a press conference recently. He's like, the fucking Jews, man. He just hates.
Oh yeah, he really
is a maniac.
Not like the Jews,
and he's half Jewish.
Yeah,
his mother's Jewish.
God, but it was very interesting in Georgetown last night, Anthony.
It was fun.
We kind of missed you out there.
The National Board of Health and Lucky Fella brand suppositories bring you Your Body and You, hosted by famed sexual behavior expert Professor Jim Norton.
I'm a perv and I'm weird, but I'm straightforward.
Professor Norton outlines his very hands-on approach to sexual education.
Wait till your kids are sleeping and just lay over one of them. They won't know.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
For example, the art of foreplay.
The first thing I do is go to the bathroom and take one of those 8 decibel shits.
Oral sex. why? Sexual experimentation.
I was performing Tushalinga.
And sexually transmitted diseases.
I wish I had AIDS so I could bite somebody.
And for the grown-ups, there's also a segment on marriage counseling.
Honey, you're 41. Can I finally have the balloon knot?
He'll also stress the importance of lubrication.
You want it to sound like when your muddy boot gets stuck like a quagmire?
Another word to the wise from Professor Jim Norton.
Remember, on the face.
XM202, the Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, where are we at? We got Jimmy on the phone. He's in the bathroom. He's taking his smoothie dump. Are you forcing, Jimmy?
Dude, I'm just trying to relax. I haven't dumped much in the last couple of days because I had a house guest. But you can bet that smoothie hit my system, and it is all coming. I'm like a tube of toothpaste right now. And it's lovely.
Disgusting. Oh.
Yeah, the smell has finally wafted up. It's brutal.
All right, listen. Runaway bride sex stories, Anthony. Discussing bride's fake story about being abducted by a Mexican man and a white woman. Oh, yeah, remember the runaway bride? The bug-eyed, howl-eyed looking lady there?
Bug-eyed bride.
Bug-eyed bride. Yeah. This is our discussion on that whole thing. Jimmy, how you doing? What the hell was that?
Oh, my God, he's pissing out his ass. He's at the pissing out his ass phase.
Are you having explosive diarrhea?
No, I was actually tinkling. I'm holding the phone by my helmet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. I thought you were having one of those moments where you actually piss out your ass.
No, I was starting to cramp during the show, so I'm really happy I'm in here right now.
Here's Opie and Anthony when they don't suck.
Good for what ails you. What?
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
Have you heard the steamy, seedy description of the runaway bride's sexual encounter?
No.
With the Hispanic man and woman that abducted her? This is from her story. It's pretty steamy.
What happened, Ed?
Well, let's see. They talk about how she was jogging out on the evening of April 26th. She was grabbed by two individuals, a Hispanic male and white female. This is from the police report, obviously, in a van and thrown in the back of it. Her hands were then tied with rope. The individuals placed her on her right side on the floor of the van and made her face the back door. The male then began driving while the female stayed in the back of the van with Jennifer. After approximately 30 minutes, the male pulled the van off the side of the road and shut the vehicle off. She's all tied up and wondering what, why are we stopping?
Can I jump in really fast?
Sure.
This obviously is her fantasy that she really wants to happen to her.
Absolutely.
This girl is so horny.
So horned up that the fantasy of an abduction has to include this little sexual thing that happens.
Go ahead, Ant.
Off the side of the road, the vehicle gets shut off. The female took off her pants and underwear, but left her shirt on. The female then pulled down Jennifer's pants and underwear, performed oral sex on her, and digitally penetrated her vagina. So this couple abducts you and licks your pussy.
This chick rocks.
The girl takes her clothes off and starts going down on you.
Dude, this reminds me when I was a kid. I had a bad thing. I was actually walking, and this girl with a really meaty vagina pulled over and made me get in the car and jerk off looking at her and listening to Ozzy. It was horrible.
And then let you off somewhere. Out. This doesn't happen. How about stabbed her in the chest a few times and shit on her face? Ooh. I'm going to take the bad with the good.
Is there more?
Of course.
Oh, good.
Pulled down her pants and underwear, performed oral sex on her, and digitally penetrated her vagina. The female then moved over Jennifer's head and told her to perform oral sex on her. At the same time, the male had gone to the back of the van. He then removed his pants and placed his penis into Jennifer's vagina. According to Jennifer, she performed oral sex on the female until the female had an orgasm. The male pulled his penis out from Jennifer's vagina once the female had an orgasm. Jennifer was not sure if the male had ejaculated. The female and male then dressed themselves and pulled up Jennifer's underwear and pants. The male then moved to the front of the van and began driving again. One of the sergeants asked Jennifer if prior to the van stopping, did the male or female make any comments? Jennifer said they only spoke in Spanish. Now, this is the investigator trying to trip her story up a little bit. The sergeant also asked Jennifer if it was dark or lit in the area they had stopped during the sexual assault. She replied it was dark. He then asked if it was dark, how was she able to see the female and male removing their clothing? Jennifer stated when...
Well, look at those eyes of hers.
She sees in the dark.
Of course she does, man. Those eyes are adapted for the dark.
If only she thought of that. She didn't say that. Look at my eyes, you idiot.
Eyes, you idiot.
Turn the lights out in here and hold up some fingers.
Well, these pupils don't move.
The investigator kept asking her questions. She kept going, who? He went, you. What do you mean all you did was eat Wise potato chips? What are you talking about, miss?
I can't answer that, but I can tell you how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop. What exactly did the female... let me see. Jennifer stated... Oh, I lost my spot. Where was it?
That's all right, Ann. Take your time.
Damn it, wait a minute.
Because I still got the nice visual in my head of what she wants done to her.
And I guarantee you this is what she did in Vegas with this couple. Because she did hang out with a Spanish couple in Vegas.
Dark or light. Okay, Jennifer stated when she was told by the female to perform sex on her, the female placed her vagina over her face. She could tell the female was only wearing a shirt. Because I guess the shirt kind of...
Was hitting her in the head?
Was hitting her in the face.
A little bit.
Sexy. As she was licking her pussy in this fantasy this woman had.
God, this guy better marry this broad.
Sergeant...
He's got a lot of fun ahead of him.
The sergeant asked Jennifer, what exactly did the female state to you when she wanted you to perform oral sex? Jennifer said the female told her, now you can lick my pussy. The sergeant asked if the male or female made any statements to her while the sexual assault was taking place. She said no. The sergeant asked Jennifer if the male was wearing a condom when he penetrated her. Jennifer replied she did not know. Would girls know that or not?
Not necessarily.
Feel a condom?
Let's hope not, because I've been pulling it off for quite a few years. Yeah, it's on.
Sergeant asked Jennifer if she was bound by rope during the entire sexual assault. Jennifer said yes. And the detective asked if Jennifer had penetrated her with any force. Jennifer said the male did not use any force, but he did not use any foreplay either. I asked her if she was sexually assaulted by at any other time throughout the incident. She stated no. After the sexual assault, they began driving again. She told them she remained lying down and did not sit up. And then they stopped numerous times to get gas and junk food. She was dropped off in Albuquerque, where she made the 911 call. So that's her little sexual
That's the police
fantasy.
report. That rocks.
She told the cops, and the cops asking her those questions must have just known she was lying.
But the fact that the girl's sitting on her face, that turned me on.
Yeah.
I got like half a rod going. That's really hot. Man.
I like how it didn't include anything really bad, though. Like, the guy might have been wearing a condom. Didn't seem like he even came. He was just, like, having sex with her until the girl came. The girl that was sitting on her face, she's so good at oral sex that she made her come.
And this kook
and then the guy just stopped.
This kook is going to marry this religious nut. Because now I think he's nutty, too.
How about plowing it into her ass until it bleeds? How about that? Now, that's a rape.
That's not her fantasy, Anthony.
That's not her fantasy.
She's into the threesome.
Why didn't he put his uncut gift into her face when he was finished?
Right.
The husband-to-be had to read this police report.
Oh.
He must have been out of his mind.
Well, we'll pray together and
right.
hopefully get through this with prayer.
Right.
And oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there you go. Pray together. What you need to do is get another chick to squat on her face.
She's probably already licked some box in the loony bin. She's been in a shower with another nut.
Broom handles and
they're scrubbing each other's faces.
Oh, one of them kneels on some flip-flops.
Right.
We heard they do that.
Yeah, we have. Oh, the story just gets better and better.
It's pretty hot. That's off the smoking.
You know, the religious family had to read the police report going, oh, my God.
They had to read everything.
Are you kidding me?
They had to read everything.
We thought our son found the perfect woman. And
they don't want this woman now.
And now we're going to have to deal with this.
Just the fact that they had the ability to make up this perverted crap. The family would go, oh, no way.
She did that. She did that in Vegas. I guarantee. Cause she
you think that's it? She did hook up with a Hispanic guy and a white woman.
That is exactly what she did.
And that's what happened somewhere.
She's probably a nympho that was trying to change her ways and then realized, oh, my God, I just can't do this. I need sex. I need sex.
Need that cock.
I need
the cock.
Yeah. And just went. Started contacting the old boyfriends. That wasn't working out too well. And then maybe in Vegas ran into a couple like this.
Maybe. That's why you go to Vegas. That is why a woman like this would run off to Vegas. Where can I go in the United States where I could just probably hook up with a couple of people and have some sex? Sin City, Vegas. There you go. She ends up there, hooks up with this couple, Hispanic guy and a woman, and they probably did exactly this. She probably sat in her face. Guy's banging her.
Oh, he probably had her legs pinned back.
Yeah.
Oh, just look at this owl-eyed whore eat his girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Let's say hi to George in New Jersey. George?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, the cops knew this wasn't real the minute she said the other girl came on her face and the guy didn't blow a load.
Exactly. Stop it.
I'm out.
It.
All right.
Big eyes.
Is that just hitting the press? The police report finally?
I don't know. This it's on the Smoking Gun. I don't know how long it's been here, but...
All right. Let's go to Ben's raw ass.
Ben's raw ass?
We love Ben's raw ass. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I got a little funny story for you.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Is it a funny story?
Let's put our laughing hats on.
You guys ready for a funny story from Ben's raw ass? They're clapping and applauding in the other room. They're ready to go.
All right. I was trying to hook up with this religious chick once, right? And so was my friend at the same time. So she said she was going to have to pray to God to tell her which guy to go out with, right?
Yeah.
Needless to say, she didn't pick me, but she also didn't put out. So he ended up raping her.
Wait a minute, that actually... I gotta disagree with the boys. That was funny and hot.
Okay!
Good story, sir.
All right.
Well, there you have
Funny
it.
story?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Here's a bit where we talked about retards swimming with dolphins.
Dummies.
You guys aren't going to add to that?
No, it was fine.
You explained it perfectly.
Yeah, but that was just a setup, and then we have a little cute back and forth.
I say we leave it like that.
Just like that?
Why not?
Just like that.
What is it to say? I mean, sometimes the title says it retards with dolphins. How do you add to that?
And then sometimes what you read afterwards, if you elaborate on it, it kind of ruins the bit because we talk about it in the.
Who writes these up?
In the discussion.
Who writes these up?
Oh, look at Eric having no problem throwing Danny under the bus.
No, he must fax them in since he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
He always puts little punchlines. Story about retards swimming with dolphins is supposed to be therapeutic. Goofing on Flipper and SeaWorld whales trying to jump over their big water heads.
No, that's funny. I got to sit back and listen to this.
Yeah, it's funny in the context of the bit.
Yes.
Not written on a page.
Say, Jim, nice meals.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
There's some sexual reference.
Live on the Today Show, there's some genetic disaster. I don't know why.
Oh, poor kid.
Are changing the lives of some pretty special kids.
Special.
It's a place where we celebrate ability, not disability.
Some call it therapy. Others come just for the fun. Alicia Danoon is in remission now. She had a brain tumor when she was 3.
All right, you know what? I'm turning off the audio.
God.
I don't even want to be tempted.
Why? She's in remission. That's good.
I don't even want to be tempted. The cute girl petting a dolphin down there in Florida getting
a brain tumor.
God bless her. Let her be.
Look at that little swimsuit on her.
Thanks, Mom, for that nice genetic handoff. A brain tumor at 3.
Yeah, here you go.
Can't be hurtful. Yeah, must have been my smoking, Mom. Where did a 3-year-old get a brain tumor from? From Mom doing dope.
Nice smile. Here's a softball in your brainstem, kid. Get headaches until you're 40.
Oh, oh, it is cruel, and there is no God, and I don't want to hear an argument about it.
Yeah, what did this kid do to deserve a softball tumor?
A brain tumor.
In her little head.
And now she gets to pet a dolphin.
Swim with the dolphin, hits him with that bottlenose right in the tumor.
The dolphin goes, can smell the sickness. Whatever dolphin noises they make.
Tries to beach the kid and kill it.
Yeah. So it doesn't,
I smell the sickness on you. We must beach you.
The kid has no clue that
I beat you.
There's a ring around whatever that thing is called.
The Yates dolphin.
She's not sure if she's petting a dolphin or a goat.
Take her to a petting zoo, for God's sake.
Mommy, why is the goat in water? It's all right, Puddinhead.
Dolphin. Puddinhead. Oh, it's that horrible Puddinhead.
I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
Very good.
Children and their families that needed this.
15 years later, Dina's Island Dolphin Care is the largest nonprofit program of its kind. Recently, they moved into a $2 million facility, a museum of sorts, and take pride in
all right, Jesus. Oh, God, that was a nice picture.
It would be funny if you get a little shirt for the kids. I went to the dolphin farm, and all I got was this lousy gene pool.
I want to swim with the dolphin. Okay, dear. Be back later. Pick you up later. Why do dolphins get pegged with these jobs these days?
You think the dolphin's sitting there like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Why can't it be that hot stripper blonde that's on vacation with the other ladies from Hooters?
Used to strap mines to my head and I'd put them to enemy boats.
Right.
Now I gotta play with this special child who's drooling on me. Oh, I remember this. Isn't this the theme to Flipper?
They call him Flipper,
Flipper, swimming with retards.
That one you see is smarter than he.
Smarter than he? Not the kids he's swimming with.
Balancing their heads on his nose because he thinks it's a big dumb ball.
Everyone loves the king of the sea.
Oh, Jesus. Nice music.
Trixie will do.
Tricks. Tries to jump over his big head, but it's too big.
Crashes into the ear and falls back. Sneaks under and bites the kid's foot for making him look bad.
Dolphin almost dies because the kid's big tongue gets stuck in his blowhole. I can't breathe, kid. Dolphin! Puppy! Kitten! Yeah, right. Okay.
That's why the dolphin's jumping out of the water. He's just saying, get me away from this retard.
Okay, terrific.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, it is really mean. They're trying to do something nice, and we're mocking
I
it.
don't mean it.
That's why there's a 3-month wait to swim with the dolphins.
Is there really?
Yeah, you can't get close to the dolphins anymore.
Where, here?
It's all the rage down there in Florida.
It is all the rage. People love swimming with dolphins. They assume that
You
they're
go to that,
intelligent or
you're on
something.
vacation, you go to the resort there, and you try to sign up for the dolphin excursion. That's booked 6 months in advance.
I'm not saying it's inconvenient to have that in your family, but I know that there's some parents trying to start it, but instead of a dolphin, it's a shark.
Oh, my God.
Swim with the shark.
Swim with it's a dolphin, honey.
Yeah, pet this, you photograph ruiner.
You guys, we got a quickie. It's only a minute and 15 seconds.
So a friend of mine, Dally Dooley, once thought he was sleeping. Gave him a nudge and his tongue was bitten in two. Still plenty of it for 3 men, though.
Let's drink to the dumb look on your face. Here's to swimming with Down syndrome women.
Sharks in the water. Retard goes in the water. I'll retard. Farewell and adieu to your brain-damaged child.
I'll educate him, but it's going to take $10,000.
So we need a rocking chair once, not the shark, the kid.
Boys, you're going to need a bigger hat.
Very good. Look out. There it comes. I'm Chrissy. Yes, well, you know we're all going to hell, of course. Instant feedback, like people are telling us anything new.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrific.
I had the time of my life. Now I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I've had the time of my life. Now I always thought of you.
I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found this one to stay by me.
Yeah, we're riding on the wall, and you felt the magic of fantasy.
Yeah, we touched it in our eyes. It's a way we could decide secretly.
Now we take each other's hand, 'cause we really understand.
Just remember,
you're the one.
Can't get our love.
So I tell you something.
This could be love because I had the time of my life. That I never felt that way before. Yes, I swear. It's the truth, and I owe to you.
And my body and soul got you more than you never know.
So just let it go. Be afraid to lose control. No.
God knows on your mind. You stay with me tonight.
Me, stay remember. All the one thing.
I can't get enough of.
I'll tell you something. This can't be love because I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. So I swear it's the truth. I owe to you and I had the time of my life. And I searched to see what was gone. And I found the truth. I owe to you. Oh, had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before.
They felt this
And I swear,
way.
it is the truth, and I owe it all to you. I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear, it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. As I had the time of my life, I'm searching for the
Show.
The alcoholic father. This next bit is very, very sad.
From the makers of Diary of an Unborn Fetus with Lil, what's his name?
Lil Marky?
Lil Marky.
Marky.
Yeah, he talked about how he was a fetus and how he loved his mommy and daddy and wanted to come out finally and meet his mommy, and he gave a month-by-month explanation of how he was growing, and at the end, in a comic twist, he gets yanked out in an abortion. Yes. In this one, Lil Marky has an alcoholic father, and see what tragedies unfold because of that in this bit, The Alcoholic Father.
Dun dun!
Ow.
That hurt.
He's up on the gay shit.
Oh, Jim.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
Where's Martini Steve? Is this good? We finally got the story of an alcoholic father.
All right, let's get the fucking R gang shorts wearing psychopath in here.
It says mostly very preachy and religious.
Where's Spanky?
And religious. Is
Our
it?
gang.
Jesus, look at your...
Our gang shorts. Hey, Weezer.
I like that.
You got
That's
the
great.
biggest shorts ever.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
That's a little bit of fabric. Huh?
You got massive shorts on.
Massive legs.
You're a big guy.
You really are.
They do have linebacker calves.
I did. I work out.
What's going on with this? What's going on with this thing?
It's not as to the point as the first one, but it had some good meat in it. It's 14 minutes long. I took 2 of the tracks. One of them centers around the like an outburst from the alcoholic father, and the second one is kind of a surprise ending. I don't want to ruin it.
Ooh, I like surprises. Anybody else?
Perhaps, let's try to guess. A fatal car crash. Don't tell us.
Don't tell us.
I'm going to guess a fatal car crash.
I'm going to guess Dad is late for work one day and decides to get help.
Oh, really? You're looking at the good thing.
I'm going to guess sodomy.
Yes, that'd be a hot ending, not a surprise.
See, the car crash, or he pushes Mom down the stairs. Something violent.
I'm going to guess he's carrying scissors and he sneezes and accidentally gives Mom a mastectomy.
A mastectomy.
Well, here's the first track. Let's listen in.
My daddy was what a lot of people call an alcoholic. He used to drink so much. At first he didn't. He'd go to a party and one of those business kind, and all the guys around said, "Come on, Bob, take a drink or two." He'd say, "No, thank you." "Oh, come on, don't be one of those freaks." So Daddy said, in order not to be unsociable, he went ahead and took a drink. Well, he kept drinking more and more parties and more drinks.
Sounds like fun.
Finally, Daddy would drink before he got up in the morning. After he'd get home.
Before he got up in the morning?
How the fuck? What? Did Daddy have an IV by the bed?
I drank before he woke up.
And what would he say when he drank? My kid sounds like a chipmunk.
My kid sounds like that fetus I had aborted. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
He pulled through, old hanger head. Bastard, who saw that coming?
Last time I go to that doctor, old Dr. Nike in the stomach, that's who you gotta call.
It went well when there's a tread print on her belly.
Wait, what's that? Air Jordans. Why is that on your belly? Medical procedure. My daddy jumped up and down on her belly until I shot across the wall. Shot across the room, I should have said, but, oh, Liddy.
Get rid of that old inconvenience. The old, we can't go to Atlantic City this weekend.
Yeah, jumping up and down her stomach yelling, 18 years of financial freedom coming up. Vacations to places that don't have Ferris wheels coming up. We don't have to take separate flights anymore. Coming up.
Lace it up tight. Here it comes. Lace it up.
Set those buckets up, honey. Let's make this fun.
Steve, don't encourage him.
It's the coming up.
Coming up.
That really sells it.
Well, he's just trying to make his wife feel a little bit better. Like, this is something we're accomplishing.
It's a good thing.
That's right.
All right, let's go back to this thing.
During dinner, after dinner, before we go to bed, that's all Daddy would do. One of the guys said, Daddy, I wish you could save. He said, leave me alone. I said, Daddy, please, ask Jesus to come in your heart and save you. I said, quit it. I said, Daddy, if you don't get saved, you're going to go to hell.
You don't get saved?
Oh,
It's a whole religious thing going on here, huh?
Yeah, these are. I did a little bit of research. These are done by the character's called Little Marky, and they're a bunch of Christian records.
Lil Marky.
Lil Marky. And, they're all very preachy, so you've got to sift through all that preachy stuff to get to the actual funny parts.
Yeah. We're just a bunch of jerks.
I like Lil Marky.
Lil Marky.
I wonder if he wears little boxers like Marky Mark. Shows off those little abs. Still has that little thing coming out of his belly button.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, boy.
Daddy got up and he started chasing me around the living room. He told me if I didn't watch it, I was going to get you. I said, oh, Daddy, please don't hit me. He took a ball bat and he started to swing, and Mama come out right outside by the kitchen door just at the same time. Daddy swung him. He didn't hit me. He hit my Mama.
I like this guy.
Oh, this guy's a real go-getter.
Saved my ass. Hand me that bat, boy. Oh, chasing Little Marky. And then Scatman Crothers came in, and he hit him in the chest. Daddy's book was really redundant. Mama tried to find me and saw a bunny rabbit blowing another man.
I was quite a willful young boy. I needed to be corrected. So did Mommy.
Thanks, bro. Oh, the drunk swings a towering high fly ball deep to center field. Mom's head goes over the fence. He caught it. Oh, wait, I thought it was a home run.
And he hit her. And hit her. And hit her again. Mama didn't move for a long time. I thought she went to go to heaven.
Oh.
But after Mommy got out of the hospital, Daddy promised he'd be a good boy. Oh, he'd go to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night prayer meeting, Thursday night visitation. He was all the time. I thought my daddy was a Christian. Oh, I was so happy.
Oh, my God. You just want to kill the whole family. Oh. So the wife didn't leave. The stupid wife.
Yeah.
He beats her almost to death with a baseball
Puts her in
bat.
the hospital.
Puts her in the hospital, and she doesn't leave because he promises to go to church.
Yeah, well, she shouldn't have swung the bat at him on the steps, backing up in that hotel like that's where he got it. Stay away from it. I'm very confused. And Daddy said she's had her whole fucking life to think things over. And wondered what a few minutes more was going to do her now.
She hit Daddy and dragged him to the meat locker. And then Grady came to the door and he was very angry. He said Daddy didn't have the stomach for him. But he said he'd do better if he just let him out. Then he grabbed an axe. And well, you already heard Jimmy say Scatman Crothers got it in the chest.
Oh, he's angry. Yeah, that's creepy music.
I have two little twin girls to play with. Boy, are they creepy. After Daddy beat Mommy, she looked like the woman in the tub. All swollen.
We got to hear more of what happens.
All right.
It's the greatest opening theme in movie history.
With the car driving up the mountain.
Oh,
there.
it's the
So
best
creepy.
music ever.
All right.
It got kind of rough around the house. Daddy didn't let me and Mommy go to church very much.
Uh-oh.
One Sunday night, it got so bad, we had to sneak out of the house. Oh, we went to the service, and it was so great. The singing was tremendous, and the preaching was grand. Mom and I started home, and we were so happy, but yet... so burdened for, Daddy.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
What happened now?
Here it comes. There's always irony with these things. All I know is they went. The father said he was going to go to church. He was going to be a good guy after beating up the wife with the baseball bat.
Going to his meeting.
Going to the meeting.
Going to church.
Then he starts falling back into his old bad habits. He's drinking again. Didn't go to church. But the mother and the son go to church. And all I know is right now they're done. They had a great time at church. And are they driving home? I believe they were driving home.
Who's driving? Was it Dad?
No, I think the mom's driving. See, the ironic thing would be if they got hit by a drunk driver.
Oh, that would be great.
You know?
Please let it happen.
Could be.
We were so burdened for, Daddy. We opened the door, and look, there was Daddy sitting in his favorite chair again.
Is he dead?
Uh-oh, no, he's in his favorite chair.
Is Daddy dead?
Dad's in his favorite chair.
You're kidding! How did it happen? Who is this? He was just drinking. Oh, no.
And he was drunk. Mommy walked over to him and she said, honey, when are you going to get your life straightened out and accept Jesus?
She deserves another
He
baseball
said,
bat.
leave me alone. I couldn't believe my ears. I said, Daddy, you promised Mommy and me you would never drink again? Why did you do it? I said, leave me alone. Oh, Daddy, I'm going to pray for you, Daddy. And my father said something I never heard him say.
Fuck you little fucker. Said something he never heard him say. What do you think he said, Jimmy?
Stop talking, kid, and put this in your mouth. At least I hope that's what he said.
What could he have possibly said?
Mommy's sleeping now. Help me drag her to the tub and get that chainsaw and get those garbage bags.
Oh my God.
I hope that's what he said.
What did he say?
I don't know. It could be, I hate you.
Maybe he said,
drinking's more fun.
Son, you and your brother get in the minivan. Mommy's taking you for a lift. Or he said, you have to go to the Steinbergs. Joel and Hedda are going to babysit you. Quick, baby-killing parents.
There's such a shortage of them.
We got audio of what he said, I guess.
Yeah, I got to know what he said.
We're all wondering and waiting here. I think this is what he said. Yeah, if that queued up, I would have it.
Ooh.
All right, well, we'll go back to this then.
I hate you.
Yes, I hate you.
I hate your mother. And I hate everybody. I hate God. Oh, Daddy, don't say that. I do.
I love the little son of a
I
bitch.
went in my bedroom and fell to the bed and broke it. And as I was laying down, I said, Jesus, we got pretty close by then. I said, this is your buddy Lucky speaking to me again. Did you hear my daddy out in the living room? He said he hates Mommy. He hates me. And he hates you. Oh, Jesus, I'd do anything to see my daddy saved. Please save him.
Oh.
In Jesus' name.
Oh. Your daddy is a waste. Accept it. Deal with it. Your daddy's a drunk.
Your daddy is a sot and a sodomite.
And I cried myself to sleep that night. I woke up the next morning, I had a big pain in my chest. I said, Daddy, Mama, come here quick. They ran in. What's wrong? Oh, my chest hurts so bad. They said, will you stay home from Christian school today? And you'll be okay. I said, all right. I stayed home, and as the day went on, the worse I got. Finally, they called a Christian doctor in, and he examined me. Marky, oh, I hurt so bad.
He has a broken heart, Opie.
Marky. Oh, yes, sir. Are you ready to go see Jesus?
What?
What? Oh, yeah. Oh.
Who saw this coming?
Are you ready to go see Jesus?
Are you ready to go see Jesus?
I know what happened. Little Marky and his mother apparently raped and killed this guy's wife and daughter, And he's asking, do you believe in Jesus? Well, you're going to meet him.
You're going to meet him. Oh, no. Let's see. Could it be fetal alcohol syndrome?
No.
I don't know.
This kid's 11 already.
True.
Are you ready to go see Jesus? You mean I'm going to die? He said yes. Well, I'm ready to go see Jesus. But my dad is not. He said, I think you better call your mommy and daddy in right now. And I did. Daddy.
Song?
Mama.
No?
They walked in and they were both crying. I said, Daddy, the doctor said I'm going to go see Jesus tonight. And I'm so happy because I love Jesus and we're good friends. But Daddy, I'll never see you again. Daddy said, why? I'm a good man. Daddy, the Bible says all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And because you sin, the wages of sin is death, Daddy. But the gift of God's eternal life. He gives it to you freely, Daddy. And I took it and Mommy took it. And we've been wanting you to take it. But Daddy, you wouldn't do it.
Of course he's drinking.
Daddy,
Listen to this shit.
Daddy, please don't go to hell. I love you. Daddy started crying very bad. He moved back a little. I said, Mama, please come here. I could barely talk in a whisper. My mama knelt down beside my mouth and she said, honey, what? I said, Mama, I'll see you in heaven, okay? Okay, honey. I said, Mommy, you pray for Daddy, okay? I think Daddy's gonna get saved. Okay. So, son. Daddy. Come here, Daddy. What? Daddy walked up so slow and so solemn. He looked down at me. I said, Daddy, take my hand. And I reached out to him. And he grabbed my little hand.
My widow.
And he held it so tight. I said, Daddy.
Don't pull my fucking hand
I'll never see you again.
Now, choke yourself.
Shake my hand, Daddy.
Don't pull my fucking hand over there. I said choke
And
yourself.
he was shaking it. And my hand dropped.
Now lean forward and choke yourself. Well, no shit.
What happened to the kid?
He died.
From what?
Yeah, but what did he have?
I don't know. He had something wrong with him.
He got a pain. They called a Christian doctor to the house. We're the little house on the prairie. You don't take the kid to a hospital or nothing.
What's that got to do with the father's drinking? Did the father
drinking.
I don't know, man. It just takes a wild left turn about 7 minutes into a 14-minute
It's some kind of redemption thing. See, the kid's fine with dying. He was going to go see his pal Jesus.
But he'll never get to see his
But he'd
father
never see
again
his
because
father.
his father doesn't believe in Jesus, and he's going another place. He's going to hell. And basically,
if that isn't a commercial for hell, I don't know what is.
If you don't believe in Jesus, you don't get to see the rest of your family that believes in Jesus when they die.
Maybe if Jesus had a little compassion, he'd fucking axe the father who's drinking and kicking the shit out of the mother and let the kid have a few years.
Yeah, really.
Maybe Jesus should cut the malarkey.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
He sure does.
That are really fucked up and unfair.
Daddy, are you going to go to hell? I'm already in it. You
In
sound
hell.
like Marion, kid.
I'm going to be out of hell in about 5 minutes when your heart stops beating.
Take that awful blue room and change it into an office. Coming up.
Steve, don't encourage him.
That's funny.
Out with Disney, in with Vegas.
He's doing math in the head. All right, $35 for this. Flowers, little coffin, burial.
A little coffin. Little Marky's coffin.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
something, huh?
People are really disturbed by the fact that they're trying to convert someone using complete guilt. Wasn't this kid killed a while back?
Well, that's right. This kid never had a life.
This kid is just... I don't know what... He's amazing.
He dies at the end of every skit.
It's like Kenny.
Yeah. I think Bob Kelly's at home right now, blubbering into his...
Bob is just crying.
He's blubbering into his Afghan.
When the little kid said, hold my hand, I understood. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
There's a hanger in my head, dude. There's a hanger in my head, dude.
didn't see the kid dropping dead.
Not again.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are we rolling? We are rolling. Yes, it's Opie, it's Anthony.
Look at this. It's almost like the old days, Opie. It's just the Opie and Anthony Show.
Kind of like this.
That's it. It's just us here. There's no guests, no Jimmy, nothing.
No producers.
Nothing.
I have to get your coffee, you know.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
You want to jerk off?
No, thank you.
No? Hey, let's see who's got the biggest dick.
No one else is here to see.
Yeah.
It'll just be you and me, Aunt. Remember that time in L.A. we...
What, Opie? Don't talk about that.
I know. Well, I'm not going to finish the story. Screw it. Let them try to figure it out. In the meantime, the fine mayor of New York City decided that he needed to hit the Spanish audience, so he made a Spanish commercial.
Yeah, Spanish language, trying to get his voting audience up.
Yeah, so a light bulb went on in our heads, and we decided, we could reach more listeners as well if we started doing bits in Spanish.
Why not?
So that's what we did.
Here's Opie and Anthony when they're not awful.
Okay, terrific.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
No more of that. It's bad for you.
Anyway, let's get the Bill's dead thing out of the way again.
Yeah.
Now, to explain, we were talking about the mayor of New York City yesterday. He's making commercials for Hispanics.
Well, he wants to win another term as mayor. He's got a shitload of money. Yeah, I mean, the guy's a billionaire, so he can spend it. And he can spend it like other candidates can't. He could go for the niche advertising of himself. It costs a lot to make a commercial. And to make one in Spanish that just, exclusively for Spanish people, that might not be good for somebody on a limited budget. You want to cover as much ground as you can, but Bloomberg can just... doesn't matter. He could speak Yiddish to get to the Hasidics. He's one of those guys who could spend all that money, and that's what he did. And he did one in completely in Spanish.
And it sounded like he didn't really know how to speak the language.
Of course he didn't. He just read it phonetically.
He read it phonetically. So Anthony and I came up with a cute little idea, quick idea, that maybe we should translate some of our better bits into Spanish for the...
maybe we'll get some Spanish listeners that way.
For the Spanish-speaking audience.
Imagine they're just tuning around the dial XM, and... they hear all of a sudden some Spanish coming out and go, oh, what's this?
I think XM is launching a Spanish station or a couple of them or something like that. So maybe we could, give this bit to the Spanish station on
XM. And they could play it a few times.
So the only way this is going to make sense is to play the Bill's Dead phone call again. I know it's kind of overplayed, but it is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Basically, this old lady called one of the old stations we worked at.
Wrong number,
and we messed with her a little bit by telling her dear friend Bill was dead.
A little bit.
So we're going to play the original, and then we'll come back for a quick second, and we'll play the Spanish version.
All right.
But first, here's the original.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Bill.
Who's this?
Pat.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
No, this is the wrong Bill.
Well, Pat, I have some bad news.
What?
Bill died today.
You're kidding? Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's tragic.
Who's this?
He was in a car accident today.
Oh, no. Who is this?
It's John.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I was just talking to him.
I know.
Where did it happen?
This afternoon.
Where?
On the highway.
Oh, God love him.
Yeah, big pile up.
Well, be sure and give the kids my condolences.
Okay. Well, I gotta go.
All right, John.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
So there's the original Bill's Dead call.
Uh-huh.
Now, here's that same bit in Spanish. Hey, it's making us chuckle today. Listen for who is this?
Listen for our awful Spanish.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Bill's Dead in Spanish.
Hola.
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 Te amo.
¿Quién es esto?
Patricio.
Patricio, ¿cómo estás?
No estoy hablando con
Colonel Guillermo Equivocando.
Pues, Patricio, yo tengo malas noticias.
¿Qué?
Guillermo se murió hoy.
Estoy llamando. Ay, Dios mío.
Sí, qué tragedia.
¿Quién es esto?
Él estuvo en un accidente de carro.
Ay, no. ¿Quién es esto?
Esto es Juan.
¿Juan?
Sí.
Ave María. Dios mío, yo no lo creo.
Sí.
Pedro, yo estaba hablando con él no hace mucho.
Yo sé.
¿Cuándo empezó esto?
Esta tarde.
¿A dónde?
En la carretera.
Ay, que Dios lo quiera.
Sí. Grande, okay.
Pues es seguro que la de los hijos del Pacífico.
Pues, me tengo que ir.
Está bien, Juan.
Está bien.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
There you have It's making us laugh for the last.
Of course, the last day. It's so stupid.
You can pick up on a few of the classic lines.
Donde?
Just annoying.
Donde?
The bit's twice as long because we have to try to do it in Spanish.
I know. Our awful Spanish.
Yeah.
Un accidento.
Are you French?
Well, I took a little French too in high school, so I got it all mixed up, I guess.
A little bit.
A little bit. All right, well, there you have that.
XM202, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Here we go, guys. You're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony, and we're going to do a little bit here where, I don't know.
Good one. It's a great intro.
What happened?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
While at Anthony's apartment, Owen and I are listening to a phone scanner and scaring the woman who lives on the first floor. She got so freaked out, she invited the guy over she was talking to and got laid.
Yeah, this is actually a really funny bit.
What is it? I don't remember it.
Well, you know, people have listened into scanners for many, many years.
I used to have a scanner, and I would listen to police calls and stuff like that. But one little thing I noticed is I could get cellular phone calls on it. So I would listen to people on their cell phones and cordless phones in your house. So the woman downstairs from me was listening, was using a cordless phone, and we were upstairs listening to her conversation. And we figured we could make it interactive by making noises upstairs and doing things outside that would get her to talk on the phone and get a reaction. And this is us talking about that very instance in much more detail with much more of a comic element to it.
Oh, wow.
I would hope.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
We have a real good scanner story that we haven't told in a while.
Oh, my God. I have a scanner. I've had one for years. And, yeah, you can pick up cell phones and cordless phones. And the conversations I've heard over the years, hysterical. I was out in the Hamptons once listening to phone calls. And a couple of, a gay guy talking on the phone, as they were, a gay guy. Now, they were talking about fisting.
Really?
Yeah. It was hysterical. Just sitting there, listening to this guy going, I'll bury it up to the elbow. I was like, whoa, wow. Heard breakups, drug deals, affairs. It's great entertainment. You'd have to sift through all the crap, Be home in an hour, honey. Great. Good call.
Tell about the call we heard that one night.
Oh, what, up in the apartment?
Yeah. We're all hanging out, drinking at Anthony's place, checking out the scanner.
Up in Boston, yeah. Checking out the scanner, and got a nice strong signal. Heard some girl talking on the phone. And she's talking to some guy, about how her boyfriend sucks and how she kind of wants to get together with this guy and blah, blah, blah. So at one point, we're listening to the scanner, but we're also joking around and laughing. And at one point, I guess we were laughing, and
I slammed the floor with my foot.
Stomped on the floor. You know how you do that?
So hard, right?
A real knee slapper type thing. So all of a sudden, the girl on the phone that we're listening to on the scanner goes, "Oh, people upstairs again banging." Like, holy jeez, it's the person downstairs. And then she starts going, it's not the first time. They walk around up there like elephants. I think they must weigh 500 pounds. And then she starts saying, this is me, Jen, Opie, and his girlfriend Sandy.
Right.
Sitting there.
I think there was another couple there, too. Making it more embarrassing.
And we hadn't been on the air long together, so it's not like we had a friendship, really a good friendship. You know what I mean?
We were still getting to know each other.
Yeah, still getting to know each other.
This goes way back. Go ahead.
So then she's like, and their bedroom is right over mine. So all I'm hearing at night is, boom, 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 the bed, I just turned Pete red. I'm looking. Opie's laughing his ass off.
All night long.
It's disgusting.
Right.
I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's not downstairs.
But it was downstairs.
It was, because then we started effing with her.
Because then we decided to play interactive phone call.
It was, I believe it was Halloween night.
Right.
So she was kind of scared to be alone. Mm-hmm. She was talking to this guy.
Well, and I mean, your apartment complex, pretty much everyone was scared to be alone Halloween night.
Well, when you look outside and you see somebody just bagged a zebra and were dragging it back into their lean-to, I was in a bad neighborhood, man. When it would rain, I swear to you.
When it rained?
When it rained, it was the highlight of the day for the 6 billion little children that lived there, because they could play in the pothole puddles. It was like a little pool for them. I was just waiting for one of them to go to the shores of one of the puddles and have a croc come and grab them, drag them in. I swear, this neighborhood, there were people. It was an apartment building.
Right.
Outside of the little porch of your apartment, someone had fenced off a whole area, planted grass, and was raising chickens. I swear to you.
It was the community property.
Yeah, it was like he took up 3 people's backyards, because no one had a yard. He had a cement patio with a wrought iron fence around it. That's your yard. This guy decides, hey, I'm going to make a fence. I'm going to make a fence and raise a chicken just like I did back in Puerto Rico. And they would fence off the area. Beautiful lawn. I mean, he had it well kept. Raising chickens.
So freaking funny.
Frightening neighborhood. The second I moved in, like, what floor do you want to stay on? What's the top one? I want the high ground. Love the high ground. Every night the police were there. There was something going on. Some domestic dispute going on. Someone's head was going through a wall. It was wonderful.
So we're listening to the lady downstairs on the scanner.
So she's kind of scared, and she's talking to this guy. So we decide to go out onto the porch, which is right above her porch, 3 high, and throw things at her sliding glass door from our porch. So we're taking little pieces of candy and stuff and leaning over and winging it. So we'd hear it hit the door and hear her go, oh, my God, what was that? It was just so much fun because we're listening to the conversation and controlling what she's saying. Then we decided we were going to ring her buzzer and run. So it was down on the 1st floor. I'm on the 3rd floor. So Opie goes downstairs to the buzzer. And after coaxing him for a half hour, come on, you got to do it. You got to do it. Buzzes it. I hear him start running up the stairs.
You can hear it on the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah.
And then I just hear this horrible... He tripped going up the stairs. Some getaway. Because she was on the 2nd floor, so we had to run past her floor to get back upstairs before she opened the door.
Because we were paranoid, convinced that if she opened up her door and I'm just casually walking like I'm there visiting you, that she was going to bust us.
Yeah.
You know?
And it turns out the whole end to this whole thing is we got the guy late.
Yeah.
Because she got so scared at what was going on, she said, "You better come over here." And he's like, "Oh, really?"
Yep.
She was like, "Yeah, I'm very scared."
Well, it's important to the story. The guy talking to this lady was trying to pick her up the whole time.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, kind of give him the brush off.
My
But we got her
boyfriend's driving by.
We got her so freaked out by the end of the conversation. Yeah, she invited him over for the night.
Scanners are fun, though, man. I used to have a blast with those things.
That's a great story. Forgot all about that.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Ah, we talk about the River Rose. Ah, the River Rose. Our buddy Billy Mack has a party boat, charters it out for people.
Jimmy really shines when we talk about gay subjects, so sit back and enjoy as Jimmy excitedly talks about the gay cruise.
I'm not going on it.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
It's the worst of Opie and Anthony.
Should we talk about the cruise now, or what?
Oh, I can't wait.
Here we go.
That's what I need. To take off the sting of my stunning defeat, I need to go for a ride on the River Rose.
The River Rose.
That's where you do some spinning, but it's with a mule between your ass cheeks. And then
what the hell is the River Rose?
I don't know. Ben,
this is one of our buddies' boats. Now, I went out on this boat for 4th of July.
You've been on the River Rose?
You went on the River Rose?
Oh.
They have specialty cruises that I have no clue what they are. And he hadn't started doing this yet.
Did you go on the Periwinkle cruise?
No, I wasn't on the Periwinkle cruise. I went on the 4th of July about 4 years ago, I guess. And we went up the East River, right by the United Nations, right where the fireworks is set off, and it was really great. Did some drinking on there, watching the fireworks. It was a really good time.
We should get a booze cruise together for this show.
Yeah.
Thinking about the Bill O'Reilly disaster.
How about the cruise right here?
The River Rose?
The one they're talking about.
They have to change it to the River Tulips on your organ.
Well, apparently, 1 4th of July cruise a year isn't enough to keep the boat going. So he just opened up the boat to various specialty cruises, and I guess one that he's advertising is...
The River Rose is available for alternative lifestyle weddings, engagements, birthdays, or any occasion.
Any occasion.
Basically, no matter where you stick your dick, you can do it on this boat. Midnight cruises, sunset cruises, Sunday tea dances.
Oh, I guess Sunday tea dances.
No, and it's not. It's spelled T-E-A, but I think it's supposed to be just the letter T.
T.
Everybody does those dances. We're leaving quickly. Leaving quickly.
Tea dance.
The Gay Pride Weekend Sunset Cruise. Basically, you can watch the sun go down. Elbow to the ribs.
Sunset. Hey, set your sun on this cock.
Well, that's right. And then he can set his eyes on his friends' families who appear normal, while yours doesn't. How come there's a mom and dad in that home, and I just have two fellas with bathrobes who cough a lot?
Bathrobes.
He was so excited about his joke.
I know. That's right. Those are Japanese fags.
That was more just excitement coming out. He knew he had a good one.
Breath robes.
Oh, my breath robe.
Yeah, me cough. Gay Pride Weekend Sunset Cruise, Friday, June 24th. Boarding at 6:45 p.m., returns at 11 o'clock p.m.
And God knows what's going to happen during that cruise.
That's right. It's going to be sassy.
Going to have to squeegee the deck off when he gets back.
Cruise the sky. Oh, this is around here. I thought this was in Florida. Cruise the skyline of Manhattan's Statue of Liberty. That's right. Just see which is actually a tranny, the Statue of Liberty.
Tranny. Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Big Dick Daddy. Wave a big thing in the air. Aboard the River Rose, sailing from the World's Fair Marina in Queens. There's free parking there. Our Sunset Cruise features guest DJs to the sounds of 70s, 80s, 90s, disco classics, house music, salsa, merengue, cash bar with bar specials, beer, wine, mixed drinks. Ron B. as Tina Turner.
Oh, no.
That's right. What a shock. Female impersonator. Will host a show featuring Miss Mess performing a salute to disco. Be sure to get your tickets early and there's 3 exclamation points.
Of course.
Which means they're going fast. $35.
Catch venereal disease in the Navy.
Drop down to your knees. $35 in advance on our site.
Put your dick in another man.
stick it in his can.
In the Navy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
That's a ball bag on ass cheeks.
And my ass is black and blue. They want you.
I'll suck off a Puerto Rican or a Jew. Oh. All right, so be sure to hop on the HIB cruise. $35 in advance or $40 at Dockside.
Oh, Dockside.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I heard that wrong.
I love the website. www.divasdamesanddykes.com.
You know what you're getting when you go there.
divasdamesanddykes.com.
Yeah. Woo! In the Navy.
Catch the HIV.
Yes. So he's doing gay cruises, obviously.
Yes, our
That's
friend
wonderful.
who ironically has a gay porno mustache. Will be fine.
Yes,
Believe
he
me,
does.
They're going to say everyone that gets on the boat with Billy is going to didn't I see you in 1978 in a film? No, you didn't. Somebody else.
I just can't picture him on this cruise.
Neither
does
can
he
I'm
go,
sure.
or does he just send the boat out by itself, leave it to his own devices?
I bet he goes. He probably ties his shirt in a little fucking bow in the front and wears Speedos and a pair of sneakers with no socks. Oh, he's a queen. All right, divasdamesandDykes.com, or you can email divasdamesdykes@aol.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's June 24th,
That sounds wonderful.
a Friday night, and it should
Oh.
be a nice cruise. I've actually cruised around in the boats, not this particular one.
No?
But, yeah, it's actually
You went on a
cool.
gay cruise?
I certainly didn't.
Oh, okay.
It was the Comedy Cellar
I wonder.
cruise.
We should get a booze cruise together, though.
Squeegee the deck. It looks like a bunch of white jellyfish behind the behind the boat. Just chasing it.
Oh, hey, somebody spilled silicone implants all over the place. No.
Hey, everyone wants to talk about gravity. We're done with the gravity.
And by the
thing.
way, you don't have to squeegee the deck. Just ask the guests to lick the floor before they get off the boat.
For to listen to Opie and Anthony is more good than to work in the fruit roll-up factory, making the fruit roll-ups.
When I was in Russia, we work and make things that's so much better than your American.
Because what do you? Let me just. Well, you already know, but
You don't want to work. Work good for you.
Right?
Why you don't want to work?
I was farting so bad, and it stunk so bad.
You fat American.
Right?
Russia is so much better than you, my friend.
I think that would be something that maybe people should need to know.
Okay, back to work.
M202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Ah, yes. Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine stopped by the XM studios, and
What a great fun time we had that day. Oh, the music, the laughter.
we played some of the Paul Anka tapes, I remember.
And Richard Cheese, not a big fan of the Paul Anka. Feels he's ripping him off. Hoo-hoo.
Tell him Fred.
Tell him Fred. Tell him Fred, the tool.
Shut up. And, of course, Richard and the band, they redid one of our classic songs.
Yes.
One of our favorite songs on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you just sit back and listen and see how this all develops.
It's the worst of Opie and Anthony.
Lo más mal de Opie and Anthony en XM202.
Good evening. You guys just want me to start singing? No good morning, Richard Cheese?
No, good morning, Richard.
Sitting at home with my dick on hard, so I got the black book for a freak to call. Picked up the telephone and dialed the 7 digits, said, yo, this RC baby, are you down with it? I arrived at her house, knocked on the door, not having no idea what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex, 'cause me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Girls always ask me why I fuck so much. I say, what's wrong, baby doll, with a quick nut? You can say I'm desperate, even call me perverted, but you say I'm a dog when I leave you fucked and deserted. My dad'll be disgusted when he sees your pussy busted. Your mom'll be so mad if she knew I got that ass. I'm a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex, 'cause me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Everybody sing along, won't you? Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. No one sing along, for God's sake. You said it yourself, you like it like I do. Put your lips on my dick and suck my asshole too. I'm a dog in heat, a freak without warning. My appetite is sex, 'cause me so horny. Me so horny. Me so horny. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bravo.
Richard
Good
Cheese
evening.
in studio. What's up, Richard?
Oh, man. Good to see you, Opie and Anthony. Thank you
Good to
so
see
much.
you.
This is such a nice place. This is so much better than the dive you used to play in.
Yeah.
We are so
Place
glad. And
was
there's
a dump.
It was, and thank you for all the pictures of the ladies. This is lovely.
We got quite a collection started here.
Quite a collection.
It's lovely, beautiful starlets and singers.
Yeah, this is good. How long have you been in this room?
About in October it'll be a year.
It's so cute.
They built this for us.
Fabulous. They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's your room. There's a big Opie and Anthony sign.
This whole place is going to be ours out there.
Really?
Doesn't it have a feel and a smell that says the Opie and Anthony show?
It's mostly the smell.
Yeah, mostly.
Not so much the feel.
Sorry about that.
Let me just say, speaking of feel, how about these guys, the band? I brought the kids in, the whole band. On the bass, Gordon Bree. Play a little bass there, Gordon. And then on the drums, Mr. Frank Fetta, everybody. And on the piano, the great Bobby Ricotta, everybody.
Tickling the ivories.
That's right. And I'm Richard Cheese. Thank you so much for having me in. We didn't even get practice. We just walked in and started singing.
It was set up, and you guys were playing, and you're singing within 3 seconds of actually setting everything up.
That's right. Very Vegas. Very live. Very swinging late-night show. We're very excited.
And Richard, you got a new album out, huh?
I do. You know, it's a brand new CD. It's called Aperitif for Destruction.
I love it.
And it's available in stores everywhere and at iloverichardcheese.com. And also at iTunes, which is good, which sort of helps the motherfuckers who like to download the music illegally. This gets them a head start. It's already been formatted into a tradable, burnable format, so thank you.
Great. I see you sell thongs. I love Dick.
Yeah, I brought some actually. I was hoping there'd be a bevy of hot female producers on the show.
Well, look around.
And I'm exactly 100% wrong on what I saw.
Yes,
but these
you
are the hot thongs. These are great.
We're smart,
I love
Richard.
Dick.
We're smart. If we knew that there were hot women all around all the time, we would never do a good radio show. So we had to sacrifice that part.
Well,
of our lives.
that's why they're not
show
here.
is really good. The show is really good. That's how many women there aren't around here. 'Cause it's seriously, I've not seen this many dicks since this morning, when the band woke up in bed next to me.
That'll
Seriously,
happen.
get a chick in here. One girl would be nice. Can we get a
Please.
listener to drive down?
One girl.
Remember the old days when there were
whores.
chicks coming in?
Whores.
Yeah.
Well, we could get some girls down here to get their I Love Dick panties.
That'd be
think
good.
that'll work?
Sure, why
Absolutely. It's
not?
a size 2. So someone medium, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
All
you
right.
haven't seen our listeners.
Yeah, that now you're asking for a lot.
You might want to staple 2 of those together.
Okay, I will. Hey, can I get a chair for Richard Cheese?
And that's
Yeah,
being
why
kind.
doesn't Richard Cheese have a
Yeah,
chair?
where's my damn chair?
Doesn't he? We should say hi to Ben Bailey, too, who has entered the festivities.
Ben Bailey finally woke up.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Came in.
Yeah,
I
I was
love
stuck
that.
on the train.
It's the life of a comic, right? Oh, stuck on a train. Sure you were.
Yeah, of course you
I
were.
would have been. I only would have been a half hour late if it hadn't been for that 5-minute delay on the train.
That darn train. Don't you love when you're late for work or something? Because I used to do this too. You wake up, you're real late, because I would do that all the time. You drive to work, and you do hit some weird traffic thing that only takes about 5 minutes to get through, but it gives you the reality of the excuse.
Yep.
Because now you walk in and go, traffic, I hit it. It was an accident or something. And you're not really lying. You have some motivation for your acting when you go into the boss.
Deliver it, make it believable.
Yeah, a little more believable instead of,
stuck on the
I
fucking
can't
train."
believe the traffic today.
Rachel, you've come back.
It was truly awful. We're lucky I made it at all. what I can't stand is when you get somewhere and you had trouble getting there, and by the time you finally get there, everybody there is an expert on why you had a problem getting there. Right? You're like, oh, I'm stuck on the train. Oh, you can't take the train at this hour? You fool. You should have gotten a cab. Oh, well, where were you when I needed you? You know what? I did take the train. It only took me 3 minutes, asshole.
Yeah, I'm lying,
I overslept.
idiot.
I'm lying.
I'm a liar. You're stupid.
Let's say hi to Fred in Brooklyn. Fred, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Tell him, Fred.
Hey, I was watching that Dawn of the Dead, and out of nowhere came that Richard Cheese song, The Sickness.
That's right. We did Down with the Sickness. Give me a little Down with the Sickness,
Isn't that
boys.
great?
Yeah, this is a great story. The director of the movie Dawn of the Dead, he was listening to the CD on the set, and one thing led to another, and they said, let's put that song in the movie. And they paid us. They actually paid us a couple grand or something like that.
Really?
And for every DVD that sells, we get, I think it's nothing. We get nothing.
Absolutely nothing?
So that's pretty good. But it was great exposure. We got some good fans, including Fred, who, by the way, also a dude. I don't know if you're keeping track at home.
Oh, if you go with phone calls, too?
It's all actors or guys.
This is a big, male dick fest.
Well, let me tell you.
It's one big sausage party.
Let's have a dick fest right now with a little Richard Cheese, a little dick, if you know what I'm saying. Thank you, that's me.
Complaining and learn to love the cock, Richard.
Thank you, I might. As you page through the Playboy that was right in front of my microphone, now it's over there. You show up late.
I'm not sure what happened.
Fucking stole my
pornography.
My band is playing a little song by Disturbed, ladies and gentlemen. Do you feel that? Oh, shit. Wah, ah, ah, ah. Wah, ah, ah, ah. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You fucker, get up, come on, get down with the dickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. I can see inside you the sickness is rising. It seems that all that was good has died. Oh no, the Bowery Ballroom, which we're playing at on Saturday night, is a scary place. Now that you've woken up the demon in me. All right, boys, will you give it to me? 2, 3, 4. Oh, wah, wah, wah. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. You fucker, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. Why can't you just fuck off and die? Get down with the sickness. Fuck you, I don't need this shit. I'm down with the sickness. You stupid, sadistic, abusive fucking whore. Get down with the sickness. Here it comes. Get ready to die. Get ready to
Richard Cheese, everyone.
Damn. Uncensored for the first time anywhere on broadcast radio.
Fantastic. I love RichardCheese.com for more information. We should get him downstairs at the Steinway joint again.
Imagine that.
The Steinway headquarters, Bobby, my piano player, the Steinway headquarters are right next door.
Right downstairs. Right? If you go down when you came in the lobby, it's to the right.
So we can go down there and maybe jam, play a couple songs.
Well, the old Ivory.
John Valby might have wrecked that for everybody.
Yeah.
You know who John Valby is, right?
Mm-mm.
You really don't?
I've heard the name. I don't remember who he is.
He call him Dr. Dirty.
Dr. Dirty.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know who this guy is.
He's an amazing pianist.
Yeah.
That just happens to sing really dirty songs. The C word, everything, okay?
He says cunt?
Wait a minute. You say C word when you're on XM? How do you?
Yeah, we leave that to other people on the show.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like an old habit. We're used to doing broadcast radio, so we still do the initial thing from time to time. So Valby was up here. He didn't have a keyboard, so we told him to go downstairs. And we asked politely if we could use one of their awesome Steinway pianos. Like, what do they cost? Like $100,000 or something crazy like
easily.
that? So he started playing just beautifully, and then finally kicked into one of his songs and just horrified everyone down there that had their suits on and stuff.
Did you bring a microphone down there?
Oh, yeah. Well, we brought a cell phone.
The old days, it was a cell phone. Such good sound quality we got out of the piano.
It was hilarious.
$100,000 Steinway through a cell phone sounds just great. Just the way they meant it to be heard.
If it's a mobile, a T-Mobile, the quality for the Steinway is really good.
Is it? It's got a Steinway setting on it, I believe.
That's right. It's got real Steinway tones. Speaking of which, we have fucking ringtones now.
Everyone's got ringtones.
We got Richard Cheese ringtones. If you go to iloveRichardCheese.com, you can download them. I swear to God.
That's a pretty cool ringtone to have, though.
Yeah.
Like, some of the people with ringtones are like, why does Newt Gingrich have a ringtone? Like, what? Some people, music makes a good ringtone.
Can I just say something? It's good to have you guys back. Am I right?
Thank you, Richard.
Because they're funny. Am I right, fellas? Are they funny or what?
Yeah, the band
says you're funny.
concurs. I like that.
It's so true. You guys, I missed you. Now you're back on the air. It is just a thrill and an honor. And I hope they're paying you. And I hope there's actually people who get the service.
Well, they certainly are.
How many listeners you got on this show? Any idea?
At least,
how many people are on XM these days?
Well, I think listening to our show, I think we're up to about 180.
That's pretty good. That's about right.
108. XM has well over 4 million.
I was just at XM's headquarters in Washington, D.C. the other day.
You were down there?
I was down there. I saw the big sign. It says 4 billion served. I'm at 4 million served up on top.
Yep.
And it's a nice facility.
When we signed with these guys a little less than a year ago, it was like 2.1, 2.2.
Really? That's pretty good. It's
growing that fast.
I'll go out on a limb and say they've almost doubled it.
I don't know how you do the math so fast like that, but thank you.
Slow down. It's early in the morning.
I like to show off like that every so often.
Good.
To the
Richard, the next time you come by, you see all those cubicles? They're going to be gone out there.
There's a bunch of sales weasels out there right now.
Oh, they're all leaving, and we're going to have a nice performance area.
No kidding.
And we're going to have a pole for the ladies to do their
We're going to build a stage, a pole, so when the ladies strippers come in and they bitch about having to take their clothes off, like they do now, we could actually put them in the work environment that they're used to, where they feel they could take their clothes off and do the pole act.
Can you get at home if Norton's here anyway?
Well, I think Norton scares him sometimes.
I love Jim Norton, by the way. I met Jim Norton for the first time on this show,
and
now I see him all over. He's fabulous.
He's blowing up.
He's in Texas.
Well, we're here all morning for you guys. We'll play as many songs as you want, and do not plug my CD anymore.
Oh, no?
Because you've already done it once, and that's all I need. I just want you to know I'm here for the love and for you guys.
Where can people get the CD that we're not plugging?
No, I really don't want to talk about it. I'm not even going to do it.
You're not going to tell people
Absolutely
where they can
not.
get it?
Look at me, not even doing it. No
Where's
way.
the website that you don't want to give out?
Not doing it. This is my sincere love for you guys.
Yeah, right.
This is not. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to care.
Come on.
But seriously, you guys want to play another song? You want us to play a song?
Yeah, let's play another one here.
And by the way, Bobby Ricotta tickling the ivories through the whole segment.
Make sure you play
You
tired yet?
That's so impressive. He's
Make sure you play some of the dirtier stuff because
that's
this
what
is
we're here
radio.
for. I would love to do. I'm looking at my CD. What's the dirtiest song on the regular set? How about we do a little 9 Inch Nails for the kids?
Oh, nice.
Start it up for us there, buddy. I mean, Frank.
Is this going to be just like the
old drummer name? I get confused. You know what song it is?
Is this going to be just like Johnny Cash's version of Hurt?
Oh man, how great was that record? Start it up for us, boys. That was a wonderful song when he did Hurt on the American recordings. Yeah, this is almost as good as Johnny Cash. Little 9 Inch Nails with a taste of Sesame Street built right in.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Love this tune. Thank you, fellas. You let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you. You let me complicate you. Help me, I broke apart my inside. Help me, I've got no soul to sell. Can you hear the bass okay?
Oh, yeah.
Help me, the only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is flawed. You get me closer to God. He's beatboxing, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
You can have my isolation. Bass, you can have the hate that it brings. Beatbox hi-hat, you can have my absence of faith. Piano, you can have my everything. Singer, I want to fuck you like an animal. I want to feel you from the inside. fuck you with an animal. My whole existence is fun. You get me closer to God. God! Thank you. That was Frank Fett on the drums and the beatbox. How great was that? He does that with his mouth.
That's amazing.
Let's call his girlfriend and have her describe what he does with that when he's not playing at the gigs.
What else he can do?
She's asleep. Well, that hasn't stopped Opie and Anthony before.
I love RichardCheese.com.
Thank you. I love it too. Hey, by the way,
and you got a gig in New York?
We're playing Saturday night at the Bowery Ballroom, and it's sold out though. So, but you guys are welcome. In fact, everyone on the staff who's a girl and Opie and Anthony can go.
Wow, that's rough.
Sorry, guys, but seriously, sex change operation, anything.
Please, just a woman, any woman.
But I know that I don't know how long you want us on the air, but I do have a topic that I'd love to talk about at some point that involves me swearing a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'm very angry about something, and this is the only radio show.
Vent.
Go for it.
This
That's
is
what
the
it's
platform
about.
that I've been waiting for, but I need to take some water. Can I get some hot water for tea?
Hot water for
tea?
Wow.
My throat hurts.
The hell happened to us? It used to be all about the booze.
Well,
hot.
It's a little early.
By the way, congratulations to Boston.
What happened over there?
City? Or?
New York may be America's most intoxicating city, but when it comes to pot, Boston and Boulder are on a higher level.
Right. All the college towns. They said that all the college towns, which is a big surprise.
This is pretty sick, actually. According to a new government study, 12.1% of folks in Boston and 10.3% in Boulder reported smoking marijuana in the past month.
12%?
That's what they're saying.
Wow.
That is a lot of people.
12.1% of Bostonians.
Seems really low.
Low?
Low? I'm
like
thinking
60%.
high.
You got to think of
I'm thinking high.
but that includes. Doesn't that number include like children, like infants and the elderly?
Yeah, I mean slow down.
That's
there,
everybody. I'm sure if you said of college age, it would be.
Yeah, then it would be
higher
then it'd be like
than
80,
12%.
80 or 90.
If I could go out on another limb
it's
here.
more or less 1 out of 8 in Boston smoking the dope in the past month.
1 out of 8.
Remember smoke 2 joints?
Or math.
Give me a little rhythm and give me a C.
1 out of 8. I guess that's a lot.
Go ahead. That's a lot.
You've got to figure some people didn't admit it.
That's true too.
We got a song pertaining to your fabulous news item.
Great.
Oh, all right.
Gordon on the bass. It's awesome. Smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. Thank you. Okay. That's all we know. It was very timely, though. What we make up for with the quantity.
I've heard that song.
Yeah, we used to do that live, but, the potheads in the band left, so that we don't have the legal right to do it anymore.
Is this a new band?
It's a brand new band. We've got a new bass player, new drummer, and the new piano player. And oddly enough, the original piano player is in town today in New York.
Really?
Out of Chicago. And the other piano player, who fucking sucked, is also in town doing a very plum gig this morning with the Hillary Duff Band.
Was on TV?
Yeah.
This morning.
Think it's on, whatever that, Good Morning America?
Today's Show had him on.
Is there a little
There's
little
always
friction?
tension in the Richard
Little
Cheese organization.
Tension. Are you tough? Are you like a tough...
I'm a pussycat. Do I pay you guys well or what?
Because I'm thinking we got another Paul Anka over here.
Oh, let's
I've
talk
heard
about
the
Paul
Paul
Anka
Anka behind the scenes tapes, and maybe you're like that.
Did you really? Are there Paul Anka tapes?
You haven't heard the Paul Anka? Oh my God!
Where do you hear this fucking scumbag go to town?
He just put out a new CD that is in direct competition with the Richard Cheese Empire.
Absolutely.
And
you've been doing this. I was
going
to ask you about this because you've been doing this a very long time, and now you got these guys that can't sell records anymore, and decided this is a way to go, and they found a niche for themselves out of nowhere.
I just
so it's like Paul Anka, old school guy, doing exactly what you're doing, Richard.
He just put out his new CD, which is called Rock Swings. Not as clever as Lounge Against the Machine.
No.
And it's got Smells Like Teen Spirit on it, which we do in our act. It's got what's the other song on there? Do you have that Paul Anka CD up there?
Yeah.
Dedicate a song.
The problem is there's no humor involved in the Paul Anka stuff.
And there's a couple songs on there. Yeah, he shouldn't be doing it.
Do a Paul Anka
song.
song.
One of his old songs.
Having My Baby. Having My Baby.
Or you should fuck him like an animal.
Having My Baby. Thank you.
Let's.
But I just found out he sold. Now don't play his fucking CD while I'm here.
Just read the titles.
I was going to play it to show you how bad it was.
Oh, I heard it. It's horrible.
All right.
I mean, it's
I wanna
great
hear
his outtake.
if you like shitty.
All right, no, we'll play his outtakes. You haven't heard Paul Anka yelling at his band?
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Oh,
Because
this
that's
is-
what I need. That's the
this
ammo
is
I need to turn the country away from. Because we sold 1,000 of our CDs last week. He sold 8,000 in his first week out.
Son of a
Buying
bitch.
that. I know, and he took,
Well, they got these old Paul Anka fans that think they're going to get something that they
Richard, you
they
sound
enjoy.
so angry.
I'm bitter. You know what I am? I'm bitter. I'm going to record my own backstage tapes, but I don't yell at the band. I yell at someone else's band.
What happened with the keyboard player?
Oh, I'll tell you that story. It's a good one. Here's the Paul Anka CD. Hold on a second. He did Eyes Without a Face by Billy Idol, which is what we were working on for the next album. He did Love Cats, which we do, and Black Hole Sun. He stole that. Stephen Eady did that 5 years ago.
Stephen Eady did Black Hole Sun. That's right. I forgot about that.
Fuck you, Paul Anka.
Yeah.
Hold on. He does Wonderwall by Oasis. You know any of those, Bobby? Yeah. Screw him. Screw Bobby.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Bobby.
But now what happened? You had a falling out.
Well,
because I noticed
the
it's a
first-
whole new band.
Well,
Are
the
you
first
one
keyboard
of those guys
player, he left because he was married and his wife was in Chicago or something. He was too far away, so he moved home. So we let him out. So I got this new guy. We auditioned this new guy. His name was I don't want to say his name, but it rhymes with Gorin. Okay. And he showed up in the band, and he was slick, and he was cool, and he did a couple shows with us. And then one day, we've got like 10 shows booked in August, and in July, he calls me and goes, "Hey, man, Gordon, do your impression of his voice."
Yeah, because we're all going to know.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. He goes, "Hey, man, listen, I got a gig with Hillary Duff's band. I got to go. I'm going to be his touring, their touring musician. I can't turn it down, man." I'm like, "Okay, well, I got 12 gigs booked. What am I supposed to do?" So he just left. And he also got paid for his last gigs. And I didn't have to pay him, and I paid him all his gigs.
Why did you pay him?
I thought he was going to reimburse me for the airfare for the gigs that we had booked. He didn't do a damn thing.
Look at the tension going on.
I'm telling you.
In the
it hurt,
lounge against the
but luckily,
machine.
as soon as he ditched, we got this new guy, Bobby, whose name also Bobby Ricotta, total coincidence. And he's really good, and he's on time, and he hasn't bailed on me for any tours. Is that correct? Still in the band, really good. And also, he looks black, which helps.
Well, I think it's more...
I'll go Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Well, he is, but if
Samoan.
you look in the CD, he totally looks like a brother, and he's like giving us so much cred.
Some street cred.
Some street cred. So thank you, Bobby, for staying in the band. Oh, there's a CD.
That's
I'm
pretty
sorry.
good. Something tells me, though, you wield an iron dick with the band.
No,
because
I'm not that bad.
I think you're
I'm
probably...
not that bad. I mean,
no?
the other the first bass player, he might have done something with a girl in a hotel room in Vegas.
Oh, well.
That might have not been to her liking.
Ah, all right. Some bad room service, I would assume.
No,
from what you're saying.
it was I don't want to talk about it because I think I'm not allowed to. But he had to go.
He had
to go. It was him or the band going to jail.
When those allegations rear their ugly heads, sometimes you just got to cut your ties.
Or the band going to jail. That's what you want to hear.
The band and the whole Richard Cheese thing going into the tabloids.
Wow. That'd be actually, it would probably be good. You could put out a prison album like Johnny Cash, Lounge Against the Machine,
we
and
really
Cell
would
Block
like
D.
to play in a prison. If there's
That'd be
someone
good.
over at Rikers could just book us.
There you go.
That would be a pleasant gig.
I got fucked up the ass last night.
I read an article
whole new
that
repertoire.
Those guys in Rikers, and God bless them, I'm sure that they're all on drug busts, which are totally stupid. They use their own feces as a weapon.
Right. I have heard
that
this.
is a sweet...
How do they do it, though?
They
They
put
just-
it in their mouth and spit it at the guards.
Nice.
I'm serious.
Why would you have to put it in your mouth? Couldn't you just throw it at the guards?
Well, I think they want the propulsion and the surprise factor.
A lot of
If you see a
surprise if it coming
handful-
out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might, if the guy raises his hand and wind up, you might be able to duck out of your way. But if you're just looking at some guy in the face and going, hey, boy. Well, of course, it's like 1920s on a chain gang. And, what am I doing?
Hey, boy. What you doing in there, boy? What we have here
That's right.
is a mouthful of feces.
And he just spits it out at you. Now you got trouble, right?
That's dedication.
How is that a weapon?
That is dedication to the act right there.
Remember that great song by Pat Benatar? Give me a B.
Ooh. Oh, a B.
Stop using shit as a weapon. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Paul Anka's going to record that tomorrow.
Fucking Paul Anka comes out with a CD the week after mine.
He sells 8 times as many CDs, and he's on Letterman.
Fuck Paul Anka.
I'm calling Letterman's show every week for 6 months. Hey, you got to have us on. We're funny. Dave will like us. The whole Letterman band loves us. Will Lee plays on our fucking CD.
Really?
He played bass on American Idiot. So I call up the booker, and I'm like, hey, we do lounge versions of contemporary rock songs, and they go, oh yeah, Paul Anka's on this Wednesday doing that.
Son of a bitch.
How about going to Jay Leno?
Jay Leno, very, very funny man. Oh, wait. No, I won't do that show.
Oh, boy. All right, listen.
Now, that's Jimmy's favorite.
It's loyalty.
Jimmy was just on Jay Leno. Jimmy Norton.
Jimmy Norton is very...
he was just on like 2 days ago, on Monday, actually.
Was that his first time on there or second time?
Second time, and then he sat down with Jay and had a great long conversation, cracking the audience up and making pedophile remarks about Hillary Duff, who was sitting next to him. Hillary Duff coming up a lot today. Look, Hillary Duff
she's on right now.
What is with Hillary Duff?
She's on the Regis and what the hell's that girl's name? Jenny Lee Harrison?
Jenny Lee Harrison.
I don't know which one of the Janets or Chrissies that she is.
I don't know. Which twin were you in that TV show?
That is an excellent Regis.
I love it.
That's a very good Regis.
Well, you gotta just plug your nose and yell at everything.
I do an impression of Edward G. Robinson I'd like to do for everybody right now. It's from the movie Key Largo. Can I have a drum roll there, Frank?
All right, let's hear this.
Edward G. Robinson addressing Humphrey Bogart's character, who formerly served in the military. Edward G. Robinson about to be shot, but he knows, so he's trying to cut a deal with the character, and here he goes. Soldier! 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 Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Wow.
Edward G. Robinson.
I felt like I was there.
Wow, I had my eyes closed, and it was just like it.
It sounded like Richard Cheese doing a bad Edward G. Robinson.
Why isn't Hillary Duff on our show? She's doing the press junket in New York.
She looks good.
She sure does.
She's lost a little weight.
Hey, let's go to the phones, Anthony, because we were talking about shit, and Jeremy has something here. Jeremy in Jersey, go ahead.
I love this show.
Hey, what's up, boys?
God, the piano playing in the background just mellows us all out.
Do you like it?
I love it. Keep it going.
Keep it going. Nice.
Go ahead,
Some
Jeremy.
Shit music, Bobby.
Hey, listen, you got to give him a recording of that Shit Dick song so he can cover that next time he comes in.
The Shit Dick song?
Have you heard the Shit Dick song?
No, I'd love to hear that song.
Yeah,
do we have the Shit Dick song? We haven't played this one in a very long time.
Is it about ass?
You think you guys could work up a version of this?
If in a few minutes, sure. Get
so our faithful listeners would just love you.
We got time this morning. Can we get some headphones for my good friends Bobby, Frank, and Gordon?
Wow, that would be...
Are you insane?
Yeah. You have headphones? What is this, a radio station?
Are you kidding
me? A satellite network.
It's yeah.
It's a work in progress.
A radio station?
This is I had trouble getting my own headphones. That's how they are around here.
You got pop screens.
Oh wait, these guys want to hear the song. Is what you're saying?
Well, they're going to need to hear it at some point.
No, we could do. We can play it. We'll turn off all the mics, and then it'll be on the studio.
In the studio. Okay, that's good.
And then maybe you guys leave the studio and try to work up a quick version. And
Bobby's so good, he could probably write it up in on the spot.
Here is Shit Dick. You want to explain Shit Dick, Anthony? It's from
there's Panzerfaust Records. Panzerfaust Records.
They have disbanded.
Yeah. Because they were partners that ran Panzerfaust Records, and one of the partners found out that the other partner's mother was Hispanic. And since Panzerfaust is a white supremacist label,
right?
This kind of shook up the corporate world over there at Panzerfaust.
A little bit.
Which is really funny when you think the guy probably was so nervous keeping this secret for so long.
Yeah.
Panzerfaust, yeah.
Eric, we're going to need someone to get the lyrics for these guys immediately. So they got to transcribe.
They only handled white supremacy, racist, homophobic bands that would sing these songs. And this song, Shit Dick, is about the homosexual community and some of the celebrities that are homosexual.
This is
how
perfect
this guy feels about him.
I'm looking for new material for our new Greatest Hits record.
And this is something I don't think Paul Anka is going to cover.
And this could be one of those B-side things that some of these
that really takes off.
One of those obscure songs that you just happen to have.
Let me tell you about Paul Anka.
That's not listed.
I'm very angry about Paul Anka. Don't say his name anymore because it totally angers me.
You just said it.
Oh, fuck.
The P word.
The P word. It is the P word.
We have audio of Paul Anka losing his mind. We'll play for you.
I can't wait, because I can put that on my website and say, don't support
listen to this guy.
raving lunatic.
We'll give you a copy.
He yells at his band like they're animals.
There's a great Buddy Rich recording. Yeah. A great Buddy Rich doing that on a bus. And I love that track, because he says, you fucking guys, I could play better shit out of my ass. And you hear a bus engine through the whole tape. So good. You hear that. So good.
All right, here we go. For Richard Cheese and the band.
We're gonna cut
this is one of our faves.
You can pick it up.
We're always trying to find ways to play this. We always try to find an excuse to play this lovely little ditty.
Goddamn, I love that song.
That is so good.
We love that thing. We haven't played that in a long time.
That's really good. Yeah, we can work up a little.
You can work up a version of that, Richard?
Loungify it, give it a little more swing class.
Richard
We'll work on
Gere,
that.
but gerbilin shit dick.
We're not doing now. I don't have the lyrics yet, but let's do it.
The lyrics, because
let's tease the quarter hour.
The lyrics
coming
are
up.
star-studded.
What we'll do is
They are good.
we'll take a break in a little while. The band, leave the studio. You work it up a little bit. Maybe hear the song again in Steve's studio, and then we'll come back and do that.
Yeah, we'll totally do that. That's good.
Hawk, where are you getting those lyrics? You just typed those up?
On the fly.
From memory?
I think he missed a couple, but he did a very good job.
I'd like to volunteer to do the fart noises.
Yeah, that'd be
there
awesome.
you go.
But we need you to do them not just like the original song. You need to sort of lounge your fart noises out.
All right.
And by the way,
fart noises.
as a song guy, I think, and by the way, what a great title for myself, Song Guy. that is a really well constructed
Isn't that good?
song, because they didn't just repeat shit dick over and over again and throw names in there. They built a real song. They had a verse, and then there was a bridge, and then there was a turnaround, and there was a refrain, and then they did that double time with the call and answer.
Right.
That's a great song. What's the name of the artist?
Who did that? We just know they were on Panzerfaust Records.
I'd love to find out.
A little racial problem.
Every time we sing a song, we pay a royalty.
Record company.
Yeah. Well,
by the way-
Panzerfaust was an anti-tank weapon that the Nazis used to use back in the day. And by the day, I mean the 40s. Back in the day.
Back in the good old days.
When we was hanging in Poland and shit. Back in the day, G. We was blitzkrieging all over to Europe. Yo, B. Yeah.
I don't ever laugh when I do these radio shows because all the rest of the DJs in the United States suck. And you guys are funny, and I
Richard,
love
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You don't even know, because I'm on 100 radio stations all the time.
I can only imagine.
We were just on Z100, and those guys are sweet. I know these people for a long time.
But it's regular radio,
It's regular
too.
radio. They're not hilarious like this. It's
We
so
hope you
very
can.
nice.
We hope we can
Can't
ruin
play
it
shit
for
dick.
regular radio.
Yeah, I hope
did they
so.
play Shit Dick?
Oddly enough, they did. But it was Shakira's version. Let me tell you, though.
That is sexy.
It's sexy because, music is an entity unto itself. I'm quoting Shakira out of the USA Today. Remind me, speaking of Panzerfaust, I also have a Nazi record label story about my old label that I want to tell you guys later.
Really?
You think I hate Paul Anka?
Well, we got Paul Anka clips for you.
Oh, I can't wait. I got to tell you about my old record label label, Oleo Records. Let me get that spelling right.
Oleo?
So the slander and libel suit.
Why have I
can
heard
be
of
very
Oleo
accurate.
Records? Who else was on there?
They put out a lot of independent stuff. They put out the Richard Blade.
Was Jackie Martling? Yeah, Jackie Martling was
that's
on
his label.
Oleo Records. I remember him always hawking his wares. And
let me tell you a little story about that label. Do we have time now?
Sure.
What time is it in real time, by the way? Do we have time?
It is 5 minutes. Well, now, if we say the time during the replays, it is about 6 minutes to the hour.
To the hour.
To the hour.
And there's no Arbitron, is there?
And there's no commercials.
No.
We stop when we want to stop.
There's no nothing. There's no ratings. There's no accountability.
Right.
There's no
Perfect.
nothing.
My
There's
gut instinct
just
was like
XM's money.
I was just thinking to
in
myself,
our
we got to get
pockets.
into that 5 minute till break.
No,
so we can get in the news at the top of the hour and do the legal ID.
Hatred for shit dicks.
Oh man, I love this.
Wow. The hatred of shit dicks.
Well, the old record label, when I first did this Richard Cheese album, this first label bought my first CD for $7,000. That's what they paid me. $7,000 to record the entire album.
7 large.
16 songs for $7,000. $500 or less per song.
Now, at the time, were you psyched, thinking, "Hey, I'm making money with my music"?
I'm thinking I'm going to be on a record deal. I'm going to have CDs in every store. I'm thinking this is going to be huge.
Right.
And I did the whole album with just a couple guys and musicians, and it worked out great. He put the thing out.
This is deja vu, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was about to. Go ahead. We have a little
go
story
ahead.
too.
No, you go.
You first.
And then we'll tell the exact same story.
Oh, good. Well, it gets so much worse than I think any other horror story I've heard in the music industry. So he put out the CD, and it sold maybe 5,000 copies, and he just stopped doing anything about it. I go out there and I start working it. I come into New York. I go on the Opie and Anthony show when it was on FM. Those were the days. And then we sold CDs, and we were promoting, and it was great. And then he calls me up and says, "Hey, we'll do a second record. We'll do your second record for the option." Now, my contract said the option was $15,000 for the next record.
All right.
Great. $15,000. I'm making double as much. I can do it twice as good an album. And he goes, "No, but I'm only going to give you $7,000 for the second record." I said, "But the contract says $15,000.
Did he pull the legal term contract schmontract?
It was so much better.
It's hard to get out of.
He said, I know, and my lawyer said to him, "Argument?" And he said, "Argument, schmargument."
That's what happened. God, I hate that legal jargon.
I know. So he said, "No,
I'm rich.
I'm only going to pay you $7,000. Take it or leave it." And I said, "But the contract says you have to pay me $15,000 if you exercise the second option." I said, he said, "Well, then I won't exercise the second option." And he walked away. Release me from the contract. I'm like, "Okay, fine, you asshole. Then I'll go put out my own CDs." So I put out Toxicity, my own CD, and it went well, thank you. I said to him, "Look, I'm going to put out my own CDs. Are you cool with that?" And he said, "Sure." He said, "I'll write you a letter that says you're free and clear."
Uh-oh.
He writes me a letter. You can use Richard Cheese. You can say the name. You can run the whole CD and do what you want without obligation. So I put out Toxicity. Great. I put out I'd Like a Virgin. I'm holding these up for the radio audience, by the way.
I see that. And
I
so
have
do
2
the listeners.
CDs out there independent, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? RichardCheese.com is his website right now. I should own that.
Absolutely
Who should have OpieandAnthony.com?
Well, we had a fight for our
Yes,
website.
we did.
You did?
It took a good year.
And you won, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't fucking not be
Opie and
Anthony and own it.
An anti-fan had the site.
I'm kind of getting some thing here because I see your website is iloveRichardCheese.com.
Exactly.
And not just RichardCheese.com.
And you can't imagine how much I enjoy saying those extra 2 syllables 100 times a day. And people coming up to me going, "Hey, can I go to your website, RichardCheese.com?" I go, "No, don't go to RichardCheese.com," because he set up his website. By the way, I love Bobby playing beautiful, lovely music behind my horrible legal nightmare. He has RichardCheese.com just selling the first CD and no information about my other CDs.
Now,
so
you don't
you're
get
cyber squatting, you bastard.
Do you get any money?
I barely get any money from that CD. And so anyway, I've been fighting him to get RichardCheese.com back, and I said, "Look, man, I'm Richard Cheese.
Right.
You told me it was okay for me to put out Richard Cheese CDs. I have a trademark on Richard Cheese now.
Maybe you should shorten your name to Dick.
I got DickCheese.com.
Oh, you got DickCheese.com?
DickCheese.com. I called this porn guy in Florida who owned DickCheese.com, and I said, "Hey, man, look, you're not using it. It just forwards to cyberfoxes.com. If you pull up cyberfoxes.com, pull up DickCheese.com on there, and look what comes up. Opie, read that if you see it. DickCheese.com. I love this guy. He was so nice.
BenBailey.com. I had to use the real BenBailey.com.
See?
Really?
Yeah,
well, because Ben Bailey could be another guy.
It's a British, some guy in England.
This is so great.
This is hilarious. You go to
Tried to
dickcheese.com,
sell it to
Anthony.
me.
It says, welcome to dickcheese.com. If you're looking for lounge singer Richard Cheese, click here. If you're looking for top-notch explicit internet porn, click here.
I split this dickcheese.com with this porn guy. He was so nice.
That's hilarious.
That is pretty cool because now two people are sharing the same link page.
That's right, and he gets my traffic and I get his. And
Isn't that great how you're working together?
Exactly.
And that's a really... Can
we play We Are the World for this?
Hold on. This is a tough decision, though, Richard. It's like, do I go to the lounge singer Richard Cheese or get top-notch explicit porn? I don't know which one to do.
I guarantee you everyone does the porn first.
Wow.
They go right to the porn page and they get their rocks off, and then they're like, all right, what was I doing again? Oh,
I'm looking for Richard Cheese, but I got a couple extra minutes.
I got to click on this.
Richard, our story really fast. We put out a CD called Demented World. Sold well over 100,000 copies.
Oh, my God, that's
we
great.
We maybe saw 10 grand each, maybe.
We got so roughed on this.
I don't even think we saw that much, right?
No.
And then the guy decided to stop. Well, go ahead.
He decided to stop paying us at all. All of a sudden, all these CDs are out there. He just stopped paying us.
And know why he decided to stop paying us? Because we were bitching on the air for a year that we weren't getting paid.
We weren't getting paid, so we started bitching about it on the air. He finally calls us up and goes, heard you bitching about me on the air. Said, yeah, well, we haven't been paid. He goes, well, you know what? Now you're not getting paid. But
oh, my gosh.
So you're not going to pay us? Even though you haven't been paying us, now you're really not going to pay us. These shysters.
Please tell me you've sued him.
No.
Why not? You can get a lot more dough out of that. I'll sue him for you.
You know what I say? Sue Shmoo. I
went to high school with her, by the way. Huge tit.
Some Asian girl. She was beautiful and quite a slut.
We knew that we were in trouble with this guy, Richard. Yeah. He was representing Bozo the Clown.
Right. But not the original Bozo.
Not the original Bozo the Clown. And then he actually
does he have the real website?
He was trying to he was trying to be our agent as well. So he was bragging with these stories of people he knows and things he's done in his past. He actually told us a story. You know the song Na 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 Hey Hey? Do you know who sings that?
I do. It's
very obscure band.
It's got an S in it.
Yeah.
Yes. One hit wonder.
Water vapor.
Sweet or sweet or
steam.
Steam.
No. Steam. That's right.
Steam. It is steam.
He claims that he.
Wait, I think it's steam.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Is it A? Steam.
This guy who wanted to be our agent.
What is steam?
Was telling us that he was in the studio while this band was doing this song, but they didn't have a name. And he saw
steam, and it was this long, stupid manager-agent type story where they go into these long-winded things. It takes forever. So I saw steam coming out of the radiator, and I said, why not call the band Steam? And they went, what a great idea, and... as we know, the name of the... Shut up. Yeah. I was with a manager one time, and he's telling us this long story about how this other manager he was with, they were fighting over clients all the time, and this one manager turned down this one client, and he signed her to a contract on a napkin, a cocktail napkin, in a bar, and they signed the contract, and do you know who that artist was? And now it's a game. We got to say... Heart? No.
Was it
Pat Benatar? No. Yeah, Panzerfaust shit dick. No. And you're just sitting there going, could you just say this so I could go home?
Oh, that's
that
awesome.
artist was Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Hey, that's fantastic.
How about that?
I love that. I heard Scott Shannon this morning on the PLJ doing a story about which starlet has herpes? And they were doing the mystery question of the day.
The answer is D, all of the above.
Yes. That's an interesting
one. But I was just like, wow, Shannon, you just get
the post. That's the blind item in the post today. They had a couple good
blind
ones.
item, exactly.
They had a couple good ones today. And then the same guy was trying to get us to sign a 5-year contract in the middle of a food court in a mall. With a big
because he wants another story for next time.
With a big...
I was in a food court and I signed it on a root beer napkin.
And that was Opie and Anthony.
He brought... and remember, he brought his muscle with him, that big, scary black dude?
Brought a big black guy.
It was almost like you will sign this contract.
Anyone could sit in an expensive office. I use food courts and pass the savings on to you.
How many people could close a deal in front of the Cinnabon?
Yeah, right? To try the chicken chow mein here. It's wonderful.
To finish the story.
Yes, sir.
Just to finish the story, the reason reason we were in the food court.
When your food has toothpicks stuck through it, you know you're dining in style.
Look, hors d'oeuvres.
To finish the food court story, we put out this Demented World CD, Richard, and we toured. We kind of toured the CD. We went
did
to
signings everywhere, all over Massachusetts.
We went on that mall tour.
Right.
We went to all these malls and record stores, and no joke, there was a few that we were there all day, 6-7 hour signings.
Unbelievable.
And we're just thinking ka-ching, ka-ching in our heads because we weren't making any money, and this is like, we're finally going to make some cash for what, with what we do. So he wasn't paying us, and we finally meet in the mall at the food court, and now he's going to give us.
He's going to give us our checks. So now we're like on the way there. Me and Opa going, this is great. Finally, we're going to get money. This motherfucker better have 10 grand, at least 10 grand each for us.
And that would only be maybe part of the money.
Part of the money. And it's like at least in good faith, it better be a check for 10 grand each.
This guy was like selling T-shirts and posters and counting the cash in the back corner.
Oh man!
Oh, it was all cash. He'd sell these posters and T-shirts.
We didn't see
and
one
be in
dime.
a corner, and you just see his arm moving in here. And you know he's not jerking off. He's out just wads of cash, and we never
looked
saw
up every once in a while. Keep it up, boys.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Keep going, boys.
Keep going, guys.
He's going great.
Good work.
Going great.
Thumbs up. His big green stained thumb. Thumbs up. Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Because we were
He's
just
got pictures of like friggin' Benjamin Franklin on his thumb from counting hundreds.
We were just happy to be there because this is huge exposure. The CD kind of went all over the country, not but a few here, a few there, all over the country. It was exciting,
Yeah. So we had nothing.
So
he didn't have a check for anything?
Oh, he had a check. I think it was for $1 grand each.
$1 grand each, yeah.
$1,000 each. He slides it in the envelope like a big money deal's going down, like a ransom for a hostage thing is slide back. A suitcase of cash. And $1,000 he slides up. And we are like, this son of a bitch. And he wanted to sign us at that moment. Hey, guys, here's the contract. It's a 5-year deal. Like, dude, you just stiffed us. And we're going to now sign with you?
Which item from
5-year
the food
deal, you
court
guys
did
get
you pour in his
$1,000 every
lap?
6 months.
Yeah, every 6 months. I know. I was ready to take my dry veggie burger.
Yeah, who knows what it was, but it was
I went
so
to high
sad.
school with her, too. by the way.
Dry veggie burger.
Big tits, Asian.
Also Asian.
All right, so where are we at? We got the Paul Anka clips for us.
I want to hear Paul
Can't
Anka.
wait. You guys want
Got to
to
hear Paul Anka.
Listen
Paul
to
Anka
this
just
scumbag.
losing his mind.
How he treats his band. You guys might have flashbacks.
Oh, sorry, here we go. Paul Anka yelling at his band.
The light at times of your life, what is that blue doing over there on, all the way to the middle, and then you shut it off? What is that all about? That was a fuck up. That was a fuck up. If I see that again, you're gone with the rest of them. Is that clear? That's just the way it is around here. You understand that? That's how fucking crucial this is.
That's how fucking crucial this is my new catchphrase.
That's how fucking crucial this is.
Guy had his amp in the wrong setting.
Yeah, it was something.
You got that turned to the middle.
Yeah, what are you doing? It was actually something to do with, I guess, the way the lights he was pissed at.
I don't remember on
the
that
way
one.
they came in and out of songs, and he threatens their jobs.
Well, here's the one where he puts them on fucking notice.
Oh.
You thought 8 things tonight. You're on fucking notice, John. I gave you a list. You had half a list that I gave you with cues and everything on it. Okay? The guys get shirts. Don't make a fucking maniac out of me. The guys get shirts. You understand? We're not going to be as strong as our weakest link. The guys get shirts.
The guys get shirts.
Shirts. He's upset about the shirts.
They're all hanging around in shirtless.
Yeah. The guys get shirts.
I chewed out Frank for losing one of our tiger striped ties, but he found it.
Yeah.
And everything's fine. He's still in the band.
Did you
I'm
chew
not
him out,
firing you
though?
guys. I didn't
You had
say
to.
that it was that fucking crucial.
You're on fucking notice.
You're on
buddy.
fucking notice.
Frank,
But yeah,
or whatever
your
the fuck
Guys
his name
wear
is.
ties.
God, that's awesome.
This one's really good. Listen to this clip.
Now, guys, I'm giving you all 1 week to get this together. Okay? I'm giving you 1 week. Play that music the way it's supposed to be played. I'm giving everybody 1 week. Everybody's got 1 week to do it right. Because I'm in my form right now. If you guys are not going to come up and support me with the enthusiasm I've got for it, it ain't going to work. I'm the only important one on that stage. And you are letting me down. Do you understand that? I don't get it. I don't get it. You understand that?
I'm the only important one on that
That's
stage.
it. He's the only important one.
I need to start being an asshole.
See?
That is why he sold 8,000 CDs last week, because he's an asshole.
Doesn't
And
that
that's
sound
the secret?
like a lot of fun, though?
Oh,
just
man.
getting up in front of a group of people that are supporting you and just treating them like shit.
Oh, boy,
I
that's
love
great.
it.
Well, I'm staying in this
Be a fun
business.
guy to work with.
Yo, it must just be a
Touring
treat.
around with Paul Anka, shirtless.
Well, we have one more clip.
Go ahead.
One more clip worth playing because he asked them if they like their jobs.
Yeah, we're all important in the totality. If you don't care like I care, I don't need you guys to take my money. Just like that guy last night that fucked up my crew and was short labor. I lost out $20,000 or $30,000 because my crew got fucked. Do you understand? Do you understand where I'm coming from with integrity? And you guys had better have the same thing. Because you're all replaceable. Do you all like your jobs? Do you want your jobs? Do you? Then you better protect his. Because if that happens again, he does not have that job anymore. You understand? You better make it right.
The band gets shirts.
Guys get shirts.
You don't know how crucial this is. Do you fucking like your job?
Wow. See, I like that.
Do you fucking like your job?
I like the new
You like
Richard
your job?
Cheese.
Well
Come on,
done.
Richard.
I love Richard Cheese.
My crew fucked me for $20,000 or $30,000. Do you not understand integrity?
Right.
I think I got it.
All right.
I think I got it.
That's
Thank you, guys.
good.
Thank you, Paul Anka, for giving me a reason.
You could go off with that Hillary Duff bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Use that one.
I actually did yell at him. That
You
was
did?
good. But he's out of the band. You can yell at him as you're firing him.
You want to hear Slice Like a Hammer? This one's pretty good, too.
Oh, absolutely.
We have millions of them. This will be the last one, I guess, for today.
There is a lot of loose shit going on, and I am telling you, you guys are on thin ice. All right? I'm telling you right now. And when I fucking move, I slice like a fucking hammer. You've seen it, and I'll do it again. When I tell you the band, you better look and make sure everybody's here when you walk in this room. I will not put up with this shit. You understand that? Oh, man. That's just the fucking way it is. Every one of your fucking checks cash with the amount on it. Do any of your checks bounce? Do y'all get full value on your money? I want full value on your fucking service. Do you hear me?
Oh, wow. What a scumbag. I love it.
Slices like a hammer.
Like
When
a
I
hammer.
move,
He'll
I
fucking
slice
pound
like
you like a
hammer.
pair of scissors.
That's what I use.
It's like a
I know when I
rap
get
song.
You know what? When I get a nice filet mignon at a restaurant, I use a fork and a hammer. I just kind of, and it slices. Paul Anka's right. I never thought it would work.
I used to watch SCTV, and there was a character on the Days of the Week called Rocco, and he was
Yeah.
this dumb hitman, and he'd go, "Yeah, I'm crazy. Crazy like a snake." It's bad idiom.
We fail to consider the possibility that maybe the band is just awful.
Yeah, I know. We're sticking up behind the band. Maybe they were
Just
really
fucking
bad.
everything up.
It's a
He
bunch
really
of
legitimately
7-year-old
has a reason to yell at him.
It's a bunch of like 12-year-old kids in a high school
Sitting there in
junior
their
high band.
Sitting there in their briefs.
They pull back, and he's yelling at all these kids in an
Kids, they're
orchestra at
crying.
junior high.
I like his
That's
cliches
awesome.
that he uses,
Well,
too. When
you
you,
know-
sit there and you're yelled at a guy that's saying, you're on thin ice, and we're only as strong as our weakest link. It's like you're getting cliches thrown at you.
Oh, man.
Stop it. A bird in the fucking hand is worth two in the bush. I have no idea what that means, Paul. Yeah, fuck you.
Well, get your shirt.
It means
Shut up.
Get your shirt.
This is
You know, a shirt has two sleeves and a neck hole. And you could all be leaving out of one of them. What?
Some
Paul?
of them have buttons, too.
Yeah, buttons. And I'm
Time to get
buttoning
into that.
down this stage show and trying to make as many shirt references. You know, don't make me collar you and
Those checks are
Hem-
cash for the
hem-
amounts that are written on them.
legal tender.
Not a penny more, not a penny less.
God, that is awesome. I am so relieved because, you know, when I came in here this morning, I was thinking, I hate Paul Anka, but now I feel sorry for him.
Don't you feel sorry for him
And
now?
now it's okay that he
Such a
needs
tool.
that money.
This is riding over here thinking, I hate Paul Anka. I hate Paul
I know, the whole
Anka."
time.
Like, all
It's,
day.
I hate Paul Anka and I hate Oleo
Anka.
Records. I hate Paul Anka, I hate Oleo Records.
Now you can vent.
This is
I know.
addicting, though. We got to play another one now.
Oh, please.
He talks
Please.
about Jesus Christ in this.
Oh,
clip.
this is
Jesus.
The only satisfaction I'm going to get is to win your fucking asses like the coach of a ball team or any goddamn business till you get it. Understand that? Because if you don't feel embarrassed about it, and you have no conscience, you got no heart, you got no integrity. You understand that? Then all you do is you take the fucking money and you've got no substance. Remember that. People of substance and character care about what the fuck they do when they fix it. Okay? And I think you're working with me because I think that's the way you are. And I don't pull any punches with you guys. I am telling you that his job is on thin ice. And you know how fast I move. I don't care if you're a light man, a production manager, an agent, or a theater owner like last night. You understand? I have a new philosophy. I don't care if it's Jesus Christ.
He'll fire Jesus Christ.
This guy will fire Jesus Christ.
Remember when Jesus Christ got fired that time?
Sad.
It was so awful because he was always late and he'd use that excuse about the subway. You know?
Isn't it? You know, the saddest part is watching Jesus at unemployment, sitting there with the woman going, "Did you try to be the Savior today?"
I showed up at Paul Anka's rehearsal without a shirt.
But he's Jesus.
Jesus hasn't
doesn't
worked.
have a shirt.
Jesus hasn't worked since.
I want to know what happened between Paul Anka and his ball coach.
Yeah.
You had to ream your ass like a ball coach.
Like a ball coach in 6th grade. That makes you go home and cry at night. Curl up in the shower in the fetal position.
His little league coach was fucking him in the ass. That's why he's
Like
such
a
dick.
ball coach.
Oh, man.
All right, one more. We got to do one more.
No, you got to stop.
One more. Don't make me a
It hurts
maniac.
my face to laugh.
Now, we're all important in the totality. If you don't care like I care, I don't need you guys to take my money. Just like that guy last night that fucked up my crew and was short labor, I lost out $20,000 or $30,000 because my crew got fucked. Do you understand? You understand where I'm coming from with integrity?
You guys are very with integrity.
Because you're all replaceable. Do you all like your jobs?
Play
You
this
want
one.
your jobs?
Yeah.
Do you?
It's a little different.
Then you better protect his. Because if that happens again, he does not have that job anymore. You understand? You better make it right. If you don't do the job, you're gone. And that goes for everybody. That's just the fucking way it is. Because you got it too good. And as long as you got it good, you got to make it good. Get it fucking right. That's just the way it is around here. Do you hear me? You understand that? Don't make a fucking maniac out of me.
There you go.
Too late.
There you go. It sounded like the same clip, but everyone has done it. When you're arguing, you say the same shit over and over again. All right.
Paul Anka.
Awesome.
Make a fucking maniac.
Well, that
out of
solves all my problems, because if I can get that recording out there, I think that'll dip
gonna give
into
you a
his
call.
sales and bring up the Richard Cheese CD
Richard,
sales.
this is what we're going to do.
Yeah,
It's
baby.
starting to make me think what the fuck I did over here. Fucking Paul Anka. You motherfucker. Keep him here. Keep him here. No shirt.
You understand where I'm coming from with integrity?
If that came from a mafia boss, everyone should be scared, but
Yes.
it's Paul Anka.
Someone at
What
one
can
of the
he
shows,
actually do? Well,
they,
you know,
they
fire
refer to
you,
him
but-
as the Bat.
The Bat?
Because he looks like a bat. Sometimes he's got that tux on, and for some reason the collar seems extra high.
Yeah.
He's all tan and dark hair. Looks like George Hamilton. Bat.
That's hilarious.
All right, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, baby.
Somebody's face.
When we get
Make a maniac out of me.
When we get back from break, we'll do Shit Dick.
We'll do Shit Dick
Yeah, because we
live
want you
with
guys
the band.
we want you guys to hear it again, just to make sure you got
Absolutely.
it. It seems like you do, but just to make sure.
Absolutely.
But as we go to break, why don't you do another
do a song.
track
Hit it,
off your
boy.
new CD there? It's ILoveRichardCheese.com.
It's a little tune by my good friends Green Day. Don't want to be an American idiot. Don't want a nation under the new mania. Can you hear the sound of hysteria? The subliminal mindfuck America. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything isn't meant to be. Okay, TV dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones who meant to follow. For that's enough to argue. Well, maybe I'm the faggot America, the subliminal mindfuck America. For that's enough to argue. Tequila! Thank you so much. Thanks, O&A.
More with Richard Cheese in just a bit.
XM202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Put down the Playboy magazines, for God's
Yeah,
sake.
look
the
at them
band got
perusing
Playboy
porno.
magazines.
The band is pleasuring themselves.
Frank, put that down. Pick up the sticks. Put down that stick and pick up the other
band
two.
gets
Thank
pants.
you.
Are we ready for
Put those
Shit
things
Dick?
away.
I think I want to try it. You know, this is we
give
just
it a
learned
whirl?
this 5 minutes ago. Let's play the original song so we get a taste of the
Oh,
original
good idea,
again.
good idea.
And
You
then we'll go
actually
into
know
the,
how to do radio. Very
Baby,
good.
I used to work in the business.
Yeah.
I used to be a major market flamethrower.
You want to give people the contrast.
I used to say 25 minutes in front of 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. My shift. Coming up next, we got Powerline with Brother John, and then Dick Clark's Rockin' Countdown. I'll be pressing this button for the next 7 minutes. And then at about 25 minutes, I'll check the transmitter log on KZZP.
Holy crap, I forgot about that.
Wow. Mesa, Phoenix.
Transmitter log.
Remember the transmitter log?
Oh, my God.
And remember you have to do the EBS test?
Yeah.
And remember if you played one commercial out of order and you didn't write the exact time, the traffic lady would come in, boom, 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 like that big orange monster in the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, we got to do a make good on this now.
Make good, yeah.
Goodbye.
God, I love the radio. Those were the days.
Here's the original.
This is the original song of Shit Dick, and then
we'll give you a little taste of this. Yeah.
Let's make sure we got this.
Shit Dick! We hate all shit dick! Andy Warhol, shit dick! Mick Jagger, shit dick! Michael Jackson, shit dick! Jeffrey Dahmer, cannibal, shit!
Oh, yeah, that's a little better for me. It's always important to take a good song and give it that lounge style. We hate all shit dicks. 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 Andy Warhol. Shit dick Mick Jagger. Shit dick Michael Jackson. Child molester and shit dick, allegedly. Jeffrey Dahmer. Cannibal. Shit dick. Butt slamming shit dicks. Rock Hudson shit dick. Liberace shit dick. Jim Neighbors shit dick. Robert Englund. Freddy Krueger shit dick. Fizz fucking shit dick. We hate the fucking shit dicks. The fucking shit dicks. Fuck those shit dicks. Thank you, shit dick. I'll be here all week.
Wow, the highlight of the week right
Nice
there.
job, boys. Thank you.
Bravo.
That's
Richard
one of the-
Cheese and the band.
Thank you so much. That's one of the songs we'll be playing tomorrow night at the Bowery Ballroom. And it's sold out, unfortunately. But if we get 500 of your 180 listeners to show up, we'll do a second show.
You know,
So
that
come on by.
has such a different feel than
Isn't
the
that
original. The hatred is gone when you sing it.
It's still a love song.
It is.
They're
it
all
really
love songs.
is.
They love to hate these people.
It's more
but
a
it's love.
tribute to these people than a condemnation.
Do you
like
know
the
what I'm saying
Panzerfaust people.
about integrity?
Yeah, absolutely.
The band gets shirts. I'm doing that all week.
The band gets shirts.
God, that's awesome.
And you got to say it like 5 times.
He's
Let
so
them know.
great.
The band gets fucking shirts.
Guys, thanks for having us on. I kind of got to roll, and I'm not.
Please.
I'm not.
Thank you.
We
for,
got to roll out in a few minutes. We want to wrap it up with one big song for you, and I got to say this, and this is all. Play me some serious schmoozing music there, Bobby. I got to tell you, and this is me out to the XM listeners who are here today, because 10 years from now, you're going to go, oh, I used to listen to XM when it first started out. I was one of the first guys who listened to O&A, and I was there for him. And you guys, it's so
like
good.
the people with the Betamax.
That's right. You were faithful to that format. It's just nice to see you guys back on the air. And I'm not kidding. If you don't know that people are listening and believing in you, not just the pests, but the people who've bought a new Toyota Scion and they got the XM installed, they are so lucky and grateful that there's an Opie and Anthony on the show. Big round of applause for Opie and Anthony.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much, Richard.
And with that in mind, we'd like to play a song that we've never played live. A little song by my good friend Slipknot. Do you think we can swing this one together there, Bobby? You know, it's Opie and Anthony.
We want to say something about you, though.
Well, this is a song called People Equal. Oh, you want to say something to me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I'm ready. Play the shitty music again.
You're good, too.
Adam Sandler had this great stand-up act. I saw him do it at the Improv in like 1987, and he did this whole thing about his girlfriend being so sweet to him. She'd say, you know, Adam, I love you. You're such a nice, tender lover, and I think you're so pretty when you wake up, and you're so nice to me and sweet, and I just love you. And he goes, yeah, and all I could think of to say with her was, well, you know, you got great jugs. God bless Adam Sandler.
Some
Thanks,
people
you
much
guys.
better
It's
with
good.
words.
Let's do that people equal shit song. You know what
So
I'm
we're going to
talking
go out with another song. So let's get the plugs in. I love RichardCheese.com, Bowery Ballroom tomorrow night.
That's right, but it's sold out. I appreciate
All right.
everyone willing
And
to
you'll
go
come
for
back
that.
and see us?
Oh, absolutely.
The official
I'll come back.
house band of the
Fuck,
Opie and
I'll come
Anthony
back
show?
Monday. I'll come back Monday.
Nice.
We'd have you back Monday.
I'm here. I'm here till Tuesday. I'm swinging.
All right. Richard Cheese back on Monday.
This is exactly where the song starts singing. Okay, good. We've never played this live. World debut. A little Slipknot song from our new CD, Aperitif for Destruction, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I remember the lyrics. Come on down and see the idiot right here. Too fucked to begging, not afraid to care. What's the matter with calamity anyway? Right, get the fuck out of my face. Understand, I can't feel anything. It isn't like I want to sift through the decay. I feel like a wound, like I got a fucking gun against my head. You live when I'm dead. People equal shit. People equal shit. People equal shit. People equal shit. Come on. Satan. One more time, motherfucker. Everybody hates me now, so fuck it. Blood on my face and my hands, I don't know why. I'm not afraid to die, but that is none of your business. Overdo it, don't tell me you blew it. Stop your bitching and fight your way through it. I'm not like you, I just fuck up. Come on, motherfucker, everybody has to die. People equal shit. Everybody clap your hands. People equal shit. Come on. People equal shit. Let me hear ya. People equal shit. Everybody sing. People equal shit. What you gonna do? People equal shit. I'm not afraid of you. People equal shit. I'm everything you'll ever be. People equal shit.
Yeah, Richard Cheese and the band.
That was so
Fantastic.
fabulous.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Next. Stephen Lynch. Hard to get him in here in the morning because he's a drunk. And we actually, this is his second appearance on the show, and we had to have like beer available. Dude, it was like 7:30 in the morning. But he never disappoints, and he debuted a couple of new songs. The Nazi song and Satan. Is that true? I don't remember the Satan one. I remember the Nazi song. I hum it all the time as I go step across my living room.
Is that good enough?
It's the worst of Opie and Anthony.
Hey, let's get Stephen Lynch in here, man. He's been
where's
waiting out there a
Stephen?
while. He's drinking beers.
Are they drinking?
Of course he is.
Some complete drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is.
Stephen always could drink. I remember doing those gigs down at Bar 9. It was always a drunk fest. Got an extra mic set up in here and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
How many mics are we capable of getting in here? This is pretty much it, right? There he is.
18 or 19, Anthony.
Lynch.
Lynchy. Stephen Lynch.
Opium, sweetie. Opium.
Where am I?
Opium.
Opium.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Greatest city in world. I am WWF champion. Champion. Madison Square Garden from Terranerand, greatest city in world. On the Opium. Anthony.
We're finding that for you now, Stephen.
He couldn't say Opie and Anthony. He thought opium was one word. When we said Opie and Anthony,
yeah.
Opium and Anthony, greatest radio city in New York, Madison Square Garden.
Roman Greco.
Greco-Roman wrestle. I Greco-Roman wrestle champion. Champion. What a tool. The Iron Chick.
I love that guy.
What a tool. With his curly shoes. You never see that style anymore. That kind of went out.
Yeah.
It's
No one
unfortunate.
walking around with the curly shoes anymore.
Unless you're getting on a bus in July with a big coat on.
Wires hanging out.
What's that big bulk under his jacket? Must be the new Sirius unit.
Allah Akbar. How are the beers, boys?
Delicious.
Yes, nothing
Wonderful
beats
breakfast.
Cheers. What time is it?
You got intro?
Joe's
going to join us?
It is late.
No, we're like fags now, man. We're the worst.
I don't believe that.
If I
swear
drank
to God,
this early...
We haven't had a beer since the show started.
I fall asleep driving home. Just from waking up early. I'd be on the expressway just causing wrecks. It's not like the old days. God, I loved afternoon drive.
Those were good times.
Shots and beers and the heroin. And, it was fantastic.
Remember at the end there, Lynch, it got so out of control, we hired a bartender? Were you in for that those days?
They were bringing in mixed rum drinks with umbrellas and straws. There was a blender going on.
We actually had a bartender that set up every Friday on the old show. Every Friday.
How we talked Ken Stevens into that. Like, oh, no, Ken, it's like a bit that we're doing. But no, it had nothing to do with the show. It was not a bit. It was the fact that we wanted to drink hard liquor at our job in the afternoon.
And then the bartender started bringing shot girls with him. We actually had shot girls.
Shot girls walking around with the test tubes, and we were doing the drinks. And it's like...
Was there a velvet rope in front of the building?
You're not allowed in. You're not dressed right. Yeah, that was pretty much... We were running a bar.
It was amazing.
I got turned away from the door once.
Oh, did you?
I had too many dudes with me.
You could come and stay with these guys.
Yeah, man. Leave those guys outside, please.
You guys are going back to afternoons, though, right?
I wish. God, I wish.
Come on. That's the rumor, but no way.
They want to,
Well, it's a national show now. We have to do.
It's one of those things where personally,
it was a national show back then, though.
I would love doing it, but I also know it's better to do morning drive for a national show. National.
It was a national show if it was 1780. We didn't get too far. We didn't get too far west.
Yeah, that's true. But we were in Sacramento.
I hope that was accurate.
It was actually, it was.
It's close,
but
right?
They would get our show at 6 o'clock.
The Jamestown settlement has open
exactly.
Yes. They would get our show at 6 o'clock on the West Coast.
Oh, right.
So their drive home is done. For the people that wanted to sit in their house and listen to us, that was fine. But we kind of wanted to get the commuters. So now. Morning drive is the one that makes sense. And
that makes sense.
Stinks, but
it's cool.
It's growing on me morning driving. I hate getting up, but it's like I got to do real life things like with the mortgage or whatever. I get it done actually, but it's like I never would have before, dude. I would get up at 3 o'clock.
You have a mortgage?
Yep.
Yeah, I just started.
Me too.
Yeah, it's awful.
Isn't that amazing?
We should talk later about interest.
I'm going today. I'm going to look at houses today.
You should.
Ooh. Yes.
And the responsible thing to do is when you have a mortgage and you're getting ready to move, spend $250 the night before and arc a load in your own eye and then walk into work tired because you came on your own face again.
Me too.
We're a lot alike.
Again.
Lynchy, for you.
This is Aaron Sheik, the World Wrestling Federation champion. Pleasure for me to the Anthony and Opium, and pleasure to come here. I want to say hello to all my wrestling fans and hello to all people, to the wrestling, and pleasure to be here.
Oh, God,
I ran the greatest country in the world.
Greatest run, Greco-Roman wrestle.
I just want to say hello. This is the Aaron Sheik, World Wrestling Federation champion, Olympic champion, AAU champion, and you people very, very be happy to talk, to listen to the Opium and Anthony. I want to say again, God bless all my wrestling fans and have a good day.
That is what you hear before they saw your head off. The same fucking voice.
He should be saying that behind a mask with only his eyes exposed. Rifle pointed at some fat Australian.
Champion. Pleasure to be chopping head off.
I'm champion head cutter offer.
I just want to say, pleasure for Aaron Sheik to come from oldest country in the world, Tehran, Iran, to the New York City to I do the interview for the Opium and Anthony, and I want to say hello to all my wrestling fans.
He's really bad, and then he gets good at the end.
Yeah.
But thank you for paying your taxes.
This is the Aaron Sheik, the real old countryman from oldest country in the world, Tehran, Iran, come to the Big Apple, and I have a pleasure for me to talk to the Opie and Anthony, greatest radio station in the world.
Greatest radio station.
And you listen to the Opium and Anthony, one of the top station in the world.
Fucking insurgent.
We have to change that. The top station, the Bob Edwards.
Bob Edwards, very good. For me, pleasure to be listened to XM Bob Edwards. Thank you, greatest station.
Morning's edition.
Very informative. The greatest 1-hour radio program, Bob Edwards. Pleasure for me to be bored to tears.
Roman Greco, I hurt my back lifting the new Regal. Serious portable unit.
I body slammed serious unit into car today to install very good. Fall on foot and crush curly shoe.
Oh, that's great.
Pleasure for me.
Chumpuan.
A Chumpuan. I love that. Opium. The Anthony and the Opium. Opium show. God damn, he was great.
So you guys want to do some songs?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Brought your guitar?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just chat for a while?
Yeah, we could chat.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all we do. We don't care.
No, I don't have anything.
Actually, yeah,
just babbling.
I'm thinking a couple songs from you guys, and then also we're going to do some more sex talk with his grandma.
Yeah.
Sue Johansson. She was talking about how to give a good blowjob yesterday.
Cable lady.
She's hot.
Yeah, you've seen
I've seen her on
show?
TV. Yeah.
Isn't it awful?
It's on the Oxygen channel or
nasty
something?
old
It's a
lady.
grandma giving sex advice.
Dirty old bag.
Deep Throat.
Sex. Ugh.
Deep Throat. Is that the one we did, Eric? Deep Throat, questions on swallowing and gagging?
Nice. And she's got it all wrong.
It's a different one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Track one, yes.
No, I know that.
Old bag doesn't know how to give a good one.
All right, we'll get a song out of Stephen Lynch, and then we'll get into this. Then we'll do another song from Stephen Lynch, and whatever. We'll
Steven's
make
got
it
to
up
do
as
all
we
of
go.
his other songs over again now, so we don't have bleeped versions.
Right.
It's so bad. We're listening to
I get all the old ones with none of the laughs because you've heard them all already.
Yeah, we'll just sit there. No laughs, no applause, no nothing. All right,
Hey, that was funny, you
it
guys.
ends, and we just go, next.
Let's just try to recreate the old days.
Yeah.
You'll never hear that one on this station again.
Oh, wow, here comes the boss running in.
And then we end up playing it. Then we end up playing it 100 times. And we're too lazy to take that comment out. All right, Stephen Lynch.
All right, you want to hear a new one?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Sure.
All right, I'll try this new one out. I've only done this one a couple times, so it's a little.
Ooh.
This is a radio exclusive. Let me see. I'll take these off.
What is that you just put on your guitar? That clip.
Capo.
That is a capo. Okay, capo.
Chumpuan capo.
Champuan.
You play guitar like Chumpuan.
Pleasure for me to put this on 3rd fret.
Greatest fret in the world. Can you hear that? The guitar?
Very nice, yeah. It's beautiful. Taunting.
Hey, now come on. That's a quote from another song.
It really is.
Oh,
we're trying to redo it.
We really are trying to redo it. Okay. All right. I'm nervous about this one. You're the love of my life, but it cuts like a knife, and I feel that I'm being misled. See, I'm a little concerned, for I recently learned of the swastika tattoo on your head. And it makes you smile when you hear Zig Heil. You love the smell of a burning cross in the yard. You do goose-step salutes in your Doc Marten boots, and you quoted Mein Kampf in our 5th anniversary card. I think you're a Nazi, baby. Are you a Nazi? I think you're a Nazi, maybe. You keep extensive files on the Nuremberg trials, and you watch them whenever they're airing. I guess I should have known when you bought a new bone for your puppies named Goebbels and Goering. And you showed up late to our very first date. I said, how are you? You said, white power. Call me paranoid, but I'm not overjoyed when you ask me if I want to shower. I think you're a Nazi. Don't be lying, baby. Tell me if you're a Nazi. Are you anti-Zion, maybe? Your every dress is monogrammed SS. You hold an annual Tom Metzger bash. And it makes me irate when you say I look great if I wear a little tiny mustache. Your social politics say that races don't mix, and you call it pure blood pollution. And whenever I'm sad, you say it's not so bad. For every problem, there's a final solution. I think you're a Nazi. Give me an answer, baby. Are you a Nazi? You drive a fucking Panzer, baby. They say that love is blind, so how could I have guessed? But then again, I met you at the Wagner Fest. I know you're a Nazi, and that's why I'm leaving. I know you're a Nazi, sure as my name is Stephen Lynch Bergstein.
That's a Nazi song. That's a sweet song. I like it. That girl sounds nice.
Yeah, that one doesn't go over too well at the colleges.
No? Really?
No.
They get all pissed off.
If I don't get how brilliant the references are in that. What a bunch of dummies.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think I know who Tom Metzger is.
Of
or
course
what,
not.
yeah,
Goebbels
right.
and Goering.
It's a nice little history lesson and a love song.
There you
all
go,
in
at the
one.
same time.
All in one.
They tell you
like
not to
it.
perform that song?
Who?
The colleges?
No. Well, I've only done it twice.
Oh, and you get the looks, right?
Yeah. I get a lot of
Fucking little dummies.
That fun little shower line, I bet they groaned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like they never had just legitimate showers. Absolutely. Take a shower and not get a look.
I was referring to.
There you go.
Come on.
Very lovely.
I think that's my new one.
I like it. I like it a lot. You guys want to do another one?
I like it a lot.
A lot.
I just don't know if Nazis are appropriate to be making fun of.
I felt the tension from over there, Jim.
Too soon?
It's too soon.
Too soon?
You kidding? You gave him a hard on, man. He was really into that one.
It's a good song, but I'd like to have a body count in there.
Yeah, you couldn't fit 6 million in there? No? What rhymes with million?
Billion.
Got the optimist point of view.
You could have went for a trillion.
There we go.
My goodness.
My God, man. All right, let's do another one from Stephen Lynch, and then we're going to get into the sex talk with the grandma thing.
Yeah.
Hot.
Another one. All right, let me figure out something here. How about we'll do another new one. Fuck it. I'm just trying all my new shit on you guys.
Why not?
Wherefore?
All right.
Because when you go see, like, Zeppelin or something, if you went to see Zeppelin when they were actually playing as a band, you wouldn't want them to do the hits. You'd want them to do, like, stuff you weren't familiar with.
Right. I hope John Paul Jones is a 20-minute keyboard solo.
Exactly.
Actually, Anthony, I think you'd rather have them do the hits.
Thank you for adding that.
All right. This is a song of hope.
Oh, but the last one was.
No, this isn't a song of hope. This is kind of the antidote to the Craig Christ song.
Oh,
it's because I figured since I did a Jesus song, God, type song, I'd have to do kind of give the opposition equal time. So that's what this one's kind of about. All right, here we go.
Ever since first man has walked this earth, I have been here to whisper seeds of doubt and evil thoughts into his ear. I am the beast, the outcast angel fallen from on high. I go by many names, but there is one you can't deny. My name is Satan. Hi, everybody. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, here we go. My friends all call me Old Scratch, and I am a Capricorn. My turn-ons are romantic walks and killing the unborn. I got little devil horns and a little goatee. Little devil eyes help a little devil see. And little cloven hooves make it kind of hard to ski. I'm Satan. Mephistopheles, another name I go by. My real name is Beelzebub, but you can call me Beals. I love to watch Fox News and then go club some baby seals. Then I'll take a bubble bath and drink a Zinfandel, try to wash off that baby seal smell. Then I'll make a toast to me. Hey, here's to my hell. My name is Satan. To carry on my evil ways, I went and had a son, and now he makes his living as a singing comedian. I'm in every Zeppelin album, I'm in all Rush Limbaugh's rants. I'm the reason that the Boston Red Sox even had a chance. And if I want to eat your soul, I'll just throw it on the griddle. Don't need to make a deal, I don't need to tell a riddle. And fuck Charlie Daniels, I don't care if you can fiddle, I'm Satan. The devil went down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. Which is fucking bullshit, because I would not be caught dead in Georgia, okay? It's like, oh my god. Sick, sick, sick.
I'm liking the new stuff.
That's you can tell I've been doing a lot of musical theater lately. That was very influenced by the Great White Way.
Yes.
What are you Great White Way?
What are you working on nowadays?
Well, I just finished my tour, and I'm recording the new album this Monday, and then I'm taking the summer off to try to write some shit. Then tour again, and then I'm doing the... Well, it doesn't matter what I'm doing in the winter. I'm sorry, I just brought that up, actually.
Really? What are you doing in the winter? Having a kid?
No kids.
A show?
A show, yes.
A show.
What show? It hasn't been formally announced yet.
Really?
Sounds like somebody got a show on maybe a satellite network.
No, a live stage show.
A stage show, yes, that is correct.
Is it a revival?
It is not a revival, it is a adaptation of a hit movie.
Adaptation of a hit movie. What decade movie?
90s or 2000s?
90s?
Either late 90s or early 2000s.
Schindler's List, the musical.
Yes.
He's essential to the war effort.
I auditioned with my Nazi song.
I pardon you. I pardon you.
Big brown ring, round the bathtub. Big brown ring, round the bathtub.
I like the little boy song. Why am I standing in shit?
Devil in a little red dress.
I like it. Let's work on it.
I can't even say some of the ones that are in my head. They're awful.
Oh, wow.
You can do it.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Best leave that one alone.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Hey, everybody, it's Stephen Lynch. You're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony. And also, I have herpes.
M2A2. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Little Jimmy Norton in studio with us. Ooh. We're about to play Jim Norton on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
What a moment.
It was a huge moment for Jimmy's career.
Ooh. That was good.
It was awful. Opie saying Jimmy's on the show and Jimmy just going, woo!
Way to show excitement for you, huh?
Yeah.
Leno, Jimmy.
You forgot the rest of it, where Anthony comes to the conclusion that Jimmy will be leaving the program in a matter of months and they'll be stuck with Voss.
Yes.
As a replacement.
I do go on and on about that whole thing. I see you making it big and having no option whatsoever but to leave this program.
Please, I'm going nowhere.
And Jimmy, we were very excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, extremely excited.
Picture yourselves, here's what you are. Picture yourself, you're one lung and you're another lung, and I am a hard black thing stuck to
it. You got me to snort.
That was my favorite part of Three's Company, when Chrissy Snow would laugh. That, and when Jack would fall over and then get back up, unlike on the set of his new program. And I might have been funnier if I didn't say get back uck.
Get back uck. You get 'em back uck.
Get back uck. Get back uck.
The worst of Opie and Anthony.
I know.
And Jimmy was on the Tonight Show last night with Jay Leno. Did you see it yet?
I watched it last night.
My bets are in. I give Jimmy 6 more months on the show. And he's gone.
That's it?
And we lose him. Yeah. He's going to be much too big. The offers are going to come in. And then we're going to be stuck with this motherfucker who's outside the glass right now. Then we're buying Rolls Royce off the eBay as Jimmy is propelled to the ultimate stardom and forgets our names.
Yeah.
We'll be stuck. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Voss.
You have a movie premiere coming up?
Rich, I guess we got to start giving you a lot more respect because we're gonna be losing Jim Norton soon.
So losing Jimmy.
We're doing our pilot next week.
Wait a minute, what?
We're doing our pilot next week.
You are.
But we don't know if it's going to be picked up or anything.
Until you're on the Tonight Show killing like Jimmy did last night.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. He sat down with Leno and went back and forth with him for 10 more minutes, and it was just killer stuff. It was sharp, very funny, and very on the edge for network television.
All right, listen, Elliot Exaggeration. It wasn't
Elliot Exaggeration. What show were you watching?
He killed. No, I said he killed.
Too busy bidding on a Sherman tank on eBay?
You just picked the worst E name, too.
I know what else you're going to use.
You should have said Ernie.
First of all,
or Earl.
Ernie better than Elliot for what did we learn today? Remember that.
Bidding on the 747.
Oh, you're bidding on the 747?
He killed. I was watching. I was really happy, and I'm probably the only comic that called him before and said, "Good luck, have a good set," because none of our friends are nice enough to do that kind of stuff. Of course not. And he did. He destroyed, and he was so. You know what? He was so comfortable.
Yeah, that's what it was. He
so
sat down.
Because the B material, when you're that comfortable. B material comes out.
B material.
Okay? It's too bad that the plane lost his luggage and he had to wear that outfit. But
yeah, we got to rag him about that. What the hell was he wearing?
Bonnie wrote that.
Really? Good one, Bonnie.
Why don't we talk to Bonnie? We don't need to talk to you anymore.
That is funny, man. He came out and he was wearing just a T-shirt and some
that's his favorite
oversized shirt that's
he was wearing my shirt.
Unbuttoned. Yeah, it was like one of Tyson's shirts.
That's one of his favorite shirts. He's worn that for a lot of his big gigs.
I was really excited. You know what is so exciting, besides that he's a friend, that he's doing such edgy material.
Yeah.
Finally that somebody's getting on, on network TV.
Yep.
I mean, I did a primetime. And he's doing stuff that's
nice
really,
try, boss.
That he's doing
it's not about you today.
Well, it is. I didn't take a train, all right, to talk about meaty breasts, all right? I'll come in and talk about it Wednesday.
His mic stinks, right? Is that why you're coming in?
Yeah, it is low.
Really
why
low
is
today?
that? Is he pushed all the way up?
Here, Voss, just jump over to that mic. See if that works better.
Damn it.
Why? I have him cranked, too.
I don't really.
That's better.
I don't feel comfortable over here. But,
That's
doing
better.
that edgy material he did, and it was great when he said about, too old about the girl when
Oh my God!
Well, we got the whole thing. We're gonna give Jim Norton stand up a listen here from the Tonight Show, and then his couch time as well. But going back to what Anthony said, Anthony thinks 6 months he's off this show.
He's done.
So I guess we got to start treating you a little better.
This is
he's gonna hit. Let me tell you, if that HBO show hits and then his special, let me tell you something. He's going to do really well. He's going to be able to pick up like 5s instead of 4s now at clubs.
But he'll move on. He's doing this gig because it definitely pays his bills. He's really got no other huge source of income, hawking his T-shirts and CDs. But I don't know. I think offers will come in where he's not going to be able to turn them down. It's going to be for more money than he's making doing this, and that's when we lose him.
Let me tell
bye.
You,
and then know what we do? We just hose down that seat and welcome Rich Voss to the program.
Like when someone gets killed at Disney.
Right.
It happens every year or so. Someone's on a ride. They get killed at Disney. What does Disney do? Shut the ride down? Close the park down? They put up the little barriers. They hose it down, open it up like it never happened. You're back in business.
Let me explain about Norton, because Norton's like my best friend. I've known him. Norton, middle name should be Stepping Stone. But, he might have used, he went from you like Dice to you to Colin, back to you guys. But here's the thing. He'll hit big, but he'll self-destruct, and something will happen, and it'll probably be with a black male with a wig. And what's going to happen is they're not going to tolerate his nonsense in Hollywood, and he's going to be back. He will be back beaten down. He'll have a little cash, and, but he's going to hit big, and then he's going to fall.
I see,
And I want to be outside his house when he has that garage sale, and he starts stealing all that stuff outside his $1 million
closer than
condo.
eBay in Florida.
What's that?
Because it's closer than eBay in Florida.
Oh, look at the sprain leg football players talking to me now.
I'm fine right now.
Oh, you are?
You want to go Oompa Loompa? Let's go.
Okay, guys, 10 times my son. Want to play me in golf for cash?
I'll play you in golf for cash.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I will. My money's on him.
Why? Because he drives the ball far?
I'll take 3 clubs and beat you.
Are you out of your mind?
I'll take a putter, 7-iron, and a 3-wood.
You're
a scratch golfer?
You have no idea who you're talking about.
Is he scratch?
Talking to, I mean.
All right, 3 clubs and you'll be
300-yard drives, no problem.
Big deal. Drive for show, putt for dough.
Probably even
you
further.
make that up? I like that.
You should get that on a T-shirt.
Actually,
you should get that on a T-shirt.
You never heard that? You heard that.
Actually, I played golf with both you guys. It would be a very good match. He drives the shit out of the ball and hits it straight.
Yeah.
But on the greens, he's like a gorilla. He has no touch whatsoever.
Be fair, when we played, it was January, and I haven't played in 6 months. So
I saw
that's
him.
my disclaimer.
I saw him drive a par 4.
Yeah.
And then 4 putts.
Well, look at those big gorilla arms. He's going to touch the ball and it's going to fly back into the rough.
I thought it was a donut hole.
This guy has no touch, but man, he could hit the shit out of a ball. Very good.
So did you guys talk about Michael?
No, we'll get into that after the break. What we're going to do here, we're going to play Norton's set from Jay Leno last night.
Funny, man.
It's unbelievable. The video's up on opieandanthony.com, foundrymusic.com. But
and when you listen to this, just remember, this is on fucking NBC.
That's what we were saying in the office when we were watching this. We're like, Jay Leno, I wasn't buying Norton's whole argument between Jay Leno and Letterman, but I'm just starting to see it now.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to see it.
You get away with a lot more.
I understand that now.
Unfortunately, listening to audio, too, you don't get the expression thing, because there were a couple of times that he got the audience roaring just from a look. He looked over and when he looked at Hillary Duff, like, hi, and she was just looking into the eyes of a rapist. And Jay, turns to him and just says, 17, and he, like, bam, 2 seconds. Oh, too young. Too old. I stink. Too old.
This is a huge day.
I rot.
God,
I fucked that whole thing up, didn't I?
But you know why I think he gets away with a lot more?
On and help you
Thank
out there,
you.
but
Thank you.
Boss had to jump in, and now it's all fucked up.
No, I was acknowledging that. I had to call myself a dick for that one.
But I was just gonna hose it off.
Hose it down.
I was gonna hose that joke off.
Move on.
What were you gonna say,
I think
boss?
he gets away with a lot more on Leno because Leno still does stand-up, and he's a stand-up comic. He's out there, so he, he lets you get away with more. He appreciates it more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like...
Yeah, he knows what comedy's about, what comics are.
He's out in the clubs. Leno goes to the clubs every week.
Letterman has no clue.
All right, let's go to Bill in North Carolina. Bill, what's up?
Hey, first off, let me preface the whole thing with Jimmy is freaking awesome. He killed last night. It was wonderful. But I'm just sick and tired of Opie and Anthony and everybody out there caressing Rich Voss's ego every time he comes on the show. Oh, he killed. He's a freaking nobody, man. He gets on there and just, you guys start telling about what a great job Jimmy did. And as soon as he does, I'm doing a pilot. Obama this. Rich, we don't give a fuck, dude. You are a worthless piece of shit.
Yeah, how much money are you making this week?
Ooh. Why are you sucking cock for it, Rich?
How much money are you making this week?
I'm sucking cock for it, Rich.
Neither am I. How much money are you making?
Cheap-ass used car salesman motherfucker.
Oh, hey. You know what? Obviously, I'm doing my job because look at how angry you are. I'm doing my job as a comic because you're so angry. Now keep listening, faggot. All right?
Yeah, Bill, can you go on eBay and buy a Rolls Royce?
Yes.
That's right.
All right? And let me tell you something. I've done 3 network TV shows in the last 2 years, stupid.
All right, let's go to Will in Jersey. Will, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, make it fast, Will.
Yeah, all right. I just wanted to say, you notice when Jim sits down, Jay Leno retracts that little footstool he had up for Hillary Duff.
That was funny.
And Jimmy's feet don't quite hit the ground. He's got to do a
Yeah, his feet were dangling off the big guest chair, and Jay said something like, you don't need that, do you? And he pulled away the thing that Hillary Duff had to use. And there's a little electronic thing.
And Jimmy was like on his tippy toes trying to touch the floor.
His little feet were dangling down in that huge chair.
That's all I got, guys.
Good enough.
Let's go to Brian in Boston. Brian, what's up?
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning.
Do us all a favor. If Jimmy leaves, can you just pick someone from random at Fenway?
We'll do that old gag.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to be checking ticket numbers at Fenway Park and deciding who's going to be A co-host on the Opie and Anthony show. Stupid hack radio bit. Ugh.
All right, why don't we play Norton's set from last night on the Leno Show?
All righty.
On the Leno Show, Jay Leno's Tonight Show.
Mm-hmm.
Huge night for Jim Norton, and a nice little mention for the Opie and Anthony program as well.
Absolutely.
That's not going to hurt us at all.
That's very good.
So without further ado, check out the audio. The video's up on our websites.
He's on the Opie and Anthony show on XM Satellite Radio every single morning. June 25th, he'll be at the State Theater in Falls Church, Virginia. Please welcome Jim Norton.
Thank you. Thank you. How are you? There's always this weird moment when you first look at the audience. Like, I'm hoping you're going to be a great crowd, and you guys are kind of looking and hoping I don't suck. And the most common question you get as a comedian, what happens if you tell a joke and it bombs? To be honest, I tend to just go to the next joke. There aren't exactly a lot of options. Not like I can run through the room and tickle you individually. And it's not uncomfortable for a comic. It's a part of our job. The reason that frightens audience members is because in your own lives, you don't have the next joke option. It's much harder to bomb in real life. Like, you ever try to be funny around your girlfriend's family or your coworkers and it gets a 0? Like the kind of bomb where they just avoid eye contact with you for a little while? You gotta just stand there and soak in your humiliation with your stupid I bombed face? You ever try to play it off like you didn't mean it to be funny? You ever have a joke bomb so badly, it may have been a serious statement? So you try to sneak out of it by going, oh, I'm just saying. You know, maybe you're at work, the big meeting's about to start, your boss walks in, there's no I in team. You're like, yeah, but there's 2 in syphilis. I'm just saying. I'm actually enjoying my time back in Los Angeles. I live in New York. I got ripped off this week, man. I went for a massage. Did you know there are legitimate massage places? I, honest to God, had no idea. I thought she was kidding. She finishes with my feet. She's like, all done. I'm like... It was awful. I'm on my stomach for 55 minutes. She finally turns me over, and she said, all right, I'm going to crack your toes, which means she grabs each toe, squeezes it, and yanks on it, which, you know, right idea, wrong location. Yeah. I felt like such a creep. Every time she grabbed a toe, I tried to scooch down 2.5 feet. I'm a lonely man. I've been single almost 3 years, kind of playing the field. I call it playing the field. You might call it picking up prostitutes. And I've fallen into this place with this girl I know, this horrible place, but I have become the guy friend. Is there anything more repulsive than being the guy friend? And women, you always know when we like you. And you deny it even to your girlfriends. You're like, I think he's in love with you. You're like, no, we're just friends. He enjoys taking me to the airport. And there is nothing worse as a man than when you're hitting on a woman and she has that awful, blocking male friend. Because you can just feel his energy. You're trying to talk to her. He's like, dude, don't hurt her. She's like my sister. Is she really, you fun-draining cancer? Why does a guy always make a sister figure out of some braless model who looks like Jessica Simpson? You never hear a man claiming that about a fat chick with facial hair. Even if she is your sister, you keep it under your hat. Ugh, who's that? I don't know. We met at a barbecue once. I think we have the same parents. So I don't know what to do about this girl I like. I really am very uncomfortable around women. I know you look at me and you think, God, it must be so easy for you. I get really nervous. I mean, this was just a front. And for me, making the first move means you roll down the passenger window, you know, beep, beep. You know, she gets in, you hope it's not a guy. You ever make that mistake? You don't get your money back. That's why my motto is toughen up and finish. look, I'm not gay. This is a matter of economics. I wish I was gay. Gay men are lucky. You can go out and rob banks. If you get caught and go to jail, Thanks a lot, everybody. You guys are great. Thank you.
There you have it. A huge night for Jim Norton on Jay Leno's Tonight Show. Unbelievable, huh?
Yeah. That was huge. Then he sat down. And
yeah, that's what I'm getting now. The couch.
The couch. The all-important couch. A lot of comics do Leno, you know. But then the couch. The sitting. The chatting. That's huge.
It's kind of weird, too, because
it looked fake. I was saying it looked fake when I watched it. It looked like you went to an amusement park and they kind of make you look like you're on Leno or something.
Yeah.
Like, because it's Jimmy, and he's sitting there, and he's talking to Jay Leno, and it's on The Tonight Show, and Hillary Duff is next to him, and it's like they just popped him in there using some kind of green screen technology or something.
You know, we're pretty jaded at this point. We've seen a lot of celebrities and stuff, but I gotta tell you, you're so right. Seeing our old pal on Jay Leno last night.
Our little mess.
It just didn't seem real. It was like, it was really, it was cool as shit to check out, but it just didn't seem right.
And you know what? He killed the first time.
No, could you just move over there? Jesus fucking Christ.
What, that was supposed to be fixed?
Yeah, and then they move him over. The fucking mic sucks, and we need all mics today.
You know,
God.
He killed the first time, so the pressure for him to re-kill, you know what I mean? The first time he was on Leno, he killed that night.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he killed even more this time.
Yep.
You know.
And that's huge. They'll invite him back now. He'll become a regular. And then I'll do the sitcom, and then I'll do movies, and forget it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jimmy.
Let's say hi to George in Texas. George?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Oh, not much. Yeah, I'm just wondering if anybody else noticed Hillary Duff. She looked like she was pretty coked out of her mind. She was going like 100 miles an hour. Her lips were sticking to her teeth.
Like,
she's 17 years old.
You guys are too much, man. Yeah, she looked coked out, man.
That's all our dream.
Yeah, she was all energetic on the Leno show or something.
Right.
She should have just lounged on. What, should she have fallen asleep on the couch or something? Dude, she looked like she was on Vicodin or something. She was all slow and shit.
You would have known if she was coked out, because she has the hugest teeth. I mean, she can't hide the fact that they would be grinding.
Yeah.
She's too fat to be coked out.
Fat, she's like 98 pounds. That's a good joke, actually. Chris in Dayton, Ohio. Chris, what's up?
Hey, I wanted to tell you guys that we watched that at work last night, and you guys sold 2 XM units to the guys that never laugh at anything on Leno. And they laughed at Norton horribly. They love that guy, and he just killed Hillary Duff. I mean, it was great.
All right, very good.
It was a good thing to see.
Yeah, the looks he was shooting over at her were just frightening.
All right, why don't we play the couch time then?
Mm-hmm.
So after Norton's stand-up, he got to sit down with Jay Leno. A huge honor, I would assume. A lot of these comedians, they just do their thing, and that's it.
Yeah.
But Norton got to do some couch time.
Sit down, do the couch time, and he killed there, too.
So are you liking L.A. now? I know you are a dyed-in-the-wool New York. Are you enjoying your time here?
I used to hate L.A., but I have one stupid hobby, and L.A. is great for that. I get pictures with celebrities, which I annoyed you for the first time I was here. And I've been doing it for years, and it's very rare that I'm ever turned down by a celebrity for a picture or an autograph. And I finally realized why. It's because I look like I could be a problem. There is just something about my rapidly blinking eyes.
That's why I took the picture. I don't want any problem with this guy.
It's not that people think I'm going to kick their ass, but I do look like I might bite your face. And I came to realize this years ago. I'm an Ozzy Osbourne fanatic. And my friend sneaks me into MTV. He's like, all right, man, just kind of hang back. So I walk by an open dressing room door, and there is Ozzy. So I stare. And Ozzy is talking, and he looks out at me. And when he looks at me, I smiled and licked my lips. And he kind of walked out of view so I couldn't stare at him anymore, and I realized I'd made him uncomfortable. And then it dawned on me, do you know what a weirdo you have to look like to make Ozzy Osbourne uncomfortable?
Exactly. Well, any other celebrities that you've seen?
I don't even necessarily have to be a fan. I remember I was opening for Dice in Vegas years ago, and Tiger Woods was in the crowd.
Oh.
I don't like golf. I think golf sucks, and golf clubs are great for assaulting people.
Yeah.
But I like Tiger Woods, so I walk up to him after the show, and I'm nervous, and I'm like, hello, Mr. Woods. And he is such a sweet guy. He's like, you were awesome. which was odd to hear a black guy go, awesome. Oh, yeah, he's black. And I wanted to have like a nice moment with him. I just got really intimidated. He's like, "You were awesome." I'm like, "Thanks, man. You golf good." You ever open your mouth and wish you had a shotgun with a tow attachment? I have 1 second with this icon. I sound like an extra from MASH. You golf good, me have head wound, Hawkeye.
Well, how about dating? Are you seeing anyone right now?
My dude, I give people the creeps. It's hard for me to date.
Hard to date, yeah.
I have a tendency to be too toothy when I smile, which really grosses a girl out if you're in a bar. You're like, "Where are you from?" And then I rub my hands together vigorously.
Yeah, that's...
While staring at her cleavage and mumbling, "Nice."
I could see how that could be a problem.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, did you,
You just stumble into that problem every once in a while?
Yeah.
17.
What's that?
17.
Ooh, too old.
Now, did you watch the Tyson fight, Saturday?
The Tyson fight, I actually did not watch. I had probably my most embarrassing experience trying to get a Tyson autograph years ago in New York. About 5 years ago. Mike Tyson's outside the Comedy Cellar with a big entourage, and I go up to get an autograph, and his bodyguard goes, "Whoa, man, where are you going?" And I said, "Oh, man, I just wanted to get an autograph." He goes, "Hey, sorry, man, Mike's not meeting anyone tonight." And I actually said, "But he's the champ." I was 31 years old, and I regressed to 5-year-old boy talk to get the signature of a rapist from Brooklyn.
He's the champ. Jim, very funny. He's on the Opie and Anthony Show every morning on satellite radio, and of course at the State Theater in Falls Church, Virginia. Thank you, buddy.
There you have it, the man of the hour, Jim Norton, and on the phone, it's Jim Norton. Jimmy!
Hey, what's up, guys?
There he is, the big star.
That was actually dumb timing. I'm in a car right now going to the airport in Los Angeles. I just called in, so I'm like, I better do it before I actually get to the airport. That was good to hear that.
Yeah, it was perfect timing, actually. Dude, you're getting rave reviews from everybody from all over the country.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it was cool. The panel went well. I was very happy with it. It was kind of, it was fun.
You were very relaxed because we just replayed that, and Voss is in studio, and we're all laughing because all of a sudden you go to Jay Leno, "Yo, dude," or whatever.
Yeah, dude. You call him dude.
Which meant
I thought of that after. I'm like, I'm gonna get my face smashed for calling Leno dude.
Dude. Talk about relaxed.
Yeah, you were relaxed enough to call Jay Leno dude.
And did you get Hillary Duff's phone number?
No, she wanted nothing to do with me, but she did take a picture with me.
Of course she did.
Well, we were watching, your performance in the office before the show today, and you're talking about celebrity photos, and I said, Anthony, I'm surprised he's not asking for a photo with Hillary right there.
Dude, my manager told me I should bring my camera out and get one on the set and ask Jay to take it. I heard she was like kind of weird with photos. She doesn't like taking pictures of people.
Really?
But I knew it. I made sure I had my manager make sure that she was actually going to be on the couch. If not, I would have had to get her as soon as she walked off the set. But it was cool, man. It was definitely nice, and I did what I should have done after a great time on television. I went for a swim with Yoshi on the roof of the hotel, and that was it. It was awful.
That was it? You didn't pick up a hooker or nothing?
No, that night before I actually did. I spent a couple $100, just getting myself prepared, and then my Asian friends and I went for a dip in the pool. Like two homos, we had to buy bathing suits. I went to the Hustler store and bought a bathing suit for me and my gentleman friend. And then we went for a swim.
For a swim? That's not like you.
Where did you go do the set?
Exercise. What's that?
Did you go do the set like the night before?
Yeah, I did it at the Improv.
And it went well at the Improv?
Yeah, it went really good.
It was really funny, man. You were so relaxed.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I liked my first set, actually. The first time I preferred this first set to this one.
No.
But I love this panel. So it was actually very,
Your little feet dangling off the seat were really funny.
Dude, and some fans, the fans don't miss anything. One of the fans goes, "You idiot, you reached for Leno's cup," and I actually remember doing that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did.
Giving Leno AIDS. Sapping up his cup with AIDS. Ugh.
I really did reach for his cup like a schmuck.
And of course,
feet dangling.
And of course, announcing that Hillary Duff is too young. That was too old. Sorry.
Yeah, see, it's easy to do.
And I know. Announcing that Hillary Duff was too old. That just killed.
Dude, that was really it was definitely. I thought they were going to take that out. I was so happy they left it. I'm really glad. Other networks, I'm sure, would have taken that out.
I'm amazed with what they let through there on that show.
Yeah, when we were watching The Office, I kept looking over at Anthony, going, "This is on Leno." Like you know, the whole, the massage jokes and the tranny jokes and all that stuff.
The massage joke, a tranny joke. Someone on Whackback pointed that out, and there was a syphilis reference and then a pedophile joke.
Yeah.
My only regret, and I did think of doing this beforehand, was that during the golf bet, I should have said golfer, that Tiger Woods is a great golfer. I just couldn't get it out. I think it's
yeah.
I was waiting for it, too.
I tried. I was just Nick nervous. I was just so happy to be there.
Nick nervous. Well, my prediction, you will be gone from this show in 6 months.
Oh, please.
Anyway. It's gone much too well, and I just see huge things for you. And it's basic egonomics that you will...
Did I say economics?
Yes, you said egonomics. People have been ragging you about it all morning.
I meant to say economics. I just got to...
Yes. Let go my ego.
I didn't mean to do that. What a fool I am.
And you'll have all kinds of offers, and we will be just a mere stepping stone for Jimmy. And we'll be stuck with Rich Voss and his $1,000 Rolls Royces. And
oh, Voss, did you get any of your money back or no?
Yeah, I got my money back.
Oh, you did?
You're not going to mess around with me when it comes to money. And, I was ready to call the Attorney General.
Bonnie's shaking her head and rolling her eyes behind you like, oh, yeah, he got his money.
Yeah, we got to get Bonnie's side of this story.
No, yeah, because she has to be embarrassed by the fact that you went to buy a Rolls off eBay.
Well,
and who was going to drive this thing?
I was going to have it shipped up, $500.
No, I mean, but then you have the car in Jersey. Who's going to drive it?
I was going to take it out on Sundays. Have Patrice drive me and Bonnie.
There's the answer. Because you don't drive your own Rolls Royce ever.
That's not the thing.
No one drives their own Rolls Royce.
You don't have a Rolls to drive it around. Someone drives you around.
That's what I just said. I was going to get
Patrice drive you around. You think we had a little chauffeur hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
sure
wouldn't it be lit on that big melon head?
Hey Jim, how was Jay Leno in the dressing room and all that?
Hey, Ross, maybe you could drive it and Patrice could ride on the roof. He was great, dude. He came in for like 15 minutes. He hung out. He's just really cool, man. He comes in, he sits with you. He was just talking about satellite radio. He was actually interested in satellite radio and asked a lot of questions. So he was great.
Did my name come up at all?
Well, yeah, a couple of times he mentioned it, but I didn't want to really talk about you because I was a little nervous and I was afraid that he would kind of boot me off the show.
Right.
You hear me trying to improv when I'm really tired? And nothing is coming out. I'm just kind of talking, hoping something funny shows up.
Hey, are you in Virginia this weekend?
No, Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, no, a week from this. I just wanted to plug it because obviously I can't do much commercial radio in D.C.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're at the Dallas Improv this weekend.
Yeah. This weekend I'm doing Dallas. And
at Addison, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was trying to get on Elliot, the one that Rich did, but they don't want me on. I guess they got pissed off that we were making fun of his laugh or something.
Oh, we're ruining... Now we're standing in the way of your career.
Elliot, I thought, had a sense of humor. I mean, the guy's a fan of the program. He's got to relax.
What a cock.
He's not going to let me back on after that episode when you guys called.
Of course not.
Dude, Elliot, have a sense of humor,
then.
man. The guy, he's been a fan of ours for years. He can't take a little jab that his laugh was a little obnoxious that day. I don't know if he does that every day.
They won't let you on... They won't let you on Don and Mike there, Jimmy?
I tried. So I sent a tape. I tried to... There's something about, free to being a cunt that they really just didn't care for.
Yeah.
That's a true story, man.
When you call the one of the host wives the C word, it gets a little... Yeah, I don't think they'll have you on.
It got back to Jimmy that's the reason he can't be on JFK. Dude,
yeah. Wasn't on JFK at all because he called Don's wife a C.
All right. Can't look past those things.
Did I really say economics? What a fool.
Egonomics.
Hey, Jimmy, what were you thinking just before Jay introduced you?
Am I going to get hung up on?
No.
Oh, I thought you guys were going to click on me because I was really rearing up to talk. I was nervous, man, but I was like, you did one of these, so this one is going to be hopefully a little bit easier. And, it went good. I just didn't want it to blow because I knew I had to do, a lot of panel.
Is it just completely... all-encompassing, nerve-wracking when you're waiting to go on? That you think you're going to friggin' die right there?
It's not that terrifying, just because I knew I had done it once before. You're a little nervous. You want to make sure you do well, but I was nervous I had to do an extended period of time. And I was like, I hope the panel goes well. Because at that, I knew I'm sitting there. There's really nothing you can do. You know, if you're eating your balls and you're just sitting there, there's nothing
You
you can
just
do.
whipped out good story after good story. It was amazing.
Yeah, I know. I kind of knew I had to do panels, so I had to have that stuff ready. Obviously, the stuff with Hillary Duff, I didn't really plan on doing until I was sitting there.
No, but you nailed it, dude. You nailed it.
Yeah, she was cool. I mean, I didn't know she was 17. I actually thought she was 18. When he said that, I was actually surprised. I asked how old she was before the show, and someone said that she's 18. Okay. I appreciate it, and I'll be in tomorrow. I was going to red eye last night, but I know. For sushi.
You got to be pretty bummed. You were on Leno last night, like, yeah, I kind of heard in your voice. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, great.
Are you kidding me? I'm annoyed.
Back to the old grind tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be back in there, guys, tomorrow.
Back in with the guys that didn't do Leno. Yeah, sitting with them.
He got in 3 plugs, though, which was cool. He even said that to me. He said, yeah, I got in a couple extra plugs.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that made us proud, and happy.
Hey, look, man, I'm a part of the opening Anthony show.
Even Jay Leno can't get it right. He got it right a few times.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was just kind of throwing in an extra one there, and he wasn't planning on doing 3, which was I was really happy that he did that.
Jimmy, a couple people are asking, so I'm just gonna. I know the answer to this, and you can say whatever you want. Mike from Brooklyn, did Jim talk to Stuttering John?
Oh yeah, dude, he was totally cool. John was a friend of mine. He was very cool. He said, "Hello, how are you, man? How's life?" He doesn't care about the whole thing that's going on.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
he's happy to be doing a gig. He's got a great gig. He loves it out there.
Yeah, he's moved on.
Oh, dude, yeah, completely. He's not. I mean, he didn't badmouth Howard or have anything. None of that stuff. He was just, hey, how's your gig? How's radio? He asked how the show was going. He was just he's happy, dude.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
And goes, yeah, Stuttering John has moved on, and Nora goes, yeah, completely.
Yeah.
And I'm just fast forward in my mind.
Yeah, exactly. When Jimmy moves on completely.
When Jimmy moves on completely. You made it sound like, Stuttering John doesn't need that crap anymore, and I won't either in a few more months.
I was saying that was that.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying that it was almost like I'm saying like any type of bitterness or any type of like uncomfortability about the 2 shows. Like he's so.
Yeah. No, I know. Honestly, I didn't know what you meant, but I had a.
Okay. No, I'm not leaving the show, dude. I'm not.
Yeah,
sure. Some fucking stupid Bob Kelly was probably rooting for it to go up. Hey, dude, you never know. I mean, he probably walks around smoking, talking about stuff. Who knows? The guy's light, man. Didn't break my knee for him. Idiot.
He'd be sitting in your seat.
Bob.
The reality is, if Bob Kelly didn't break his knee, he would have nothing for this program.
Oh, jeez.
He had to break his knee to get airtime.
Hey, tell Fatso I'm going to be gone for a month to rip another ligament quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, yeah, I'll be in tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to it. I hated being gone today. I really want to come into it.
Jimmy, a lot of people are also wondering, since you were nervous, did you fart on the couch?
No, I would not have had the balls.
Well, that would have been fucking hysterical if you would have blasted out one of those bad stinkers right next to Hillary Duff. Just for you to be able to point out to us, and I do it right here, and then to look at her face and watch it change.
Jimmy, that's what you got to do for your 3rd appearance on Jay Leno. You got to drink a lot of milk products before you go on.
And just blast one out, a silent one, point it out to us so we can all look at the person's face next to you.
Look at us. We don't care about his set or anything.
No.
Just fart on Jay Leno next time, please.
Sabotage it.
Right.
I dumped out before the show because you just do. You get, like, your body empties. Before a big gig, I don't know how Voss or how Bonnie is, like, when they're performing, but even when I'm performing a big gig, I dump. I completely empty out. My body fucking just completely clears out.
I piss like 5 times right before I'm going on TV.
I always I take a dump, and I was in the dressing room, and Jay comes by the dressing room to talk to you, and I hear him knocking on the outside dressing room, but I have it locked, so I'm taking a shit. So I'm like, oh, great, the host of the Tonight Show is trying to talk to me, and I'm taking a nice milk dump.
How weird is that? You're just dumping away, and Jay Leno's banging on the door, and he wants to talk to you.
Jimmy, what are you doing in there?
Right.
Well, Jay.
That's very cool. Frank in Jersey, why no O&A shirt? Of course you can't wear it. You got to dress up for the Tonight Show.
It's funny, they even mentioned that to me the first time I did it. They said, on Last Comic Standing, I wore the Opie and Anthony shirt, and I think Bob or Ross said, you can't wear any radio shirts on the Tonight Show. I'm like, yeah, it's not a problem, man.
And people were making fun of your shirt. I'm like, that's one of Jimmy's favorite shirts he was wearing last night. He's worn that to a lot of his big gigs.
Yeah, that's
a good... And to the fan, by the way, to the fan that emailed, I appreciated you said that I did a good job, but said, yeah, you put on a little weight since HBO. I want to decapitate you. I've lost weight since HBO. Do you know how that was the worst part of my fucking trip out here? If some idiot thinks I got fatter when I actually lost weight.
Well, TV. It might have been the clothing and the TV kind of does that.
Thing. It's a TV thing.
You know, I'm not saying you should have wore a periwinkle shirt or anything, but it did look like you were some lost person from the NBC tour that kind of just wandered onto stage.
With that shirt up, you look like Pat Oswald's stunt double.
Wow. Pat Oswald, John.
I really am a king of the hill bodied pig.
You kill, man. Did you get my message before you did the show, stupid?
I think so. What'd you say? I think I did get it, actually.
Yeah, well, where your only friend calls you and wishes you luck and says, have a great set.
Well, we all were, expecting parents because my phone rang around... What time you call me, Jim? 7:30 maybe?
Yeah, last night, yeah.
And I saw it was Jim Norton. I just picked up the phone. How'd it go? I didn't even ask, I didn't even say hi or anything. He goes, no, dude, I haven't done it yet. I was just wanted to tell you what Jay was talking about, in the dressing room with me or whatever.
Yeah, it was cool. He comes in, it just really makes you feel good, man. It was like a very relaxed conversation about satellite and about subscriptions and the FCC and stuff like that. And, he was great, man.
How about Bob and Ross? Did they have a bunch of gossip and stuff to talk about?
Not really, no. I mean, they were just concerned with, because they knew I had to do a while, so they were mostly concerned with, the leading questions and the panel and stuff like that. But no, they really didn't. Although fucking Ross was getting really big. He's uncomfortably, fucking large.
All right, Jimmy, before we let you go, because I know you got a flight.
Yeah.
And I won't say we'll let you be today.
Are they telling you that they're telling us we got to let you go?
Yeah.
Ooh, I just came in. Who said that?
You're an ass for pointing that out, by the way, my friend.
I'm actually at the airport, so I'm going to be on a plane and.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the show tomorrow, buddy.
All right, and see you later, Rich. And
great set, man.
I'll see you guys soon.
Congratulations.
Yes, Jimmy.
Thanks, boys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, there he goes, Jim Norton.
Hey, what's...
Yeah, 6 months. Done. Done. Off the show.
Anthony's convinced.
Convinced. The thing is, too many things are going to be offered to him for too much money.
Well, he's got the HBO...
Right now, the only reason he's doing the show is money. He enjoys doing it, don't get me wrong. But it's paying for his apartment, his apartment, his place that he bought. He just bought a place. It's paying for it. Now there's going to be other things that come up that all of a sudden, now it's not the radio show that's got to be the gravy here where the money comes from. It's this, so he...
But Jimmy's he's a loyal friend, though.
I understand loyalty, but there reaches a point.
If it gets to, it's going to get to a point where it's going to be tough for him, I think, to do this radio show, but he'll always be, connected to this show.
Yeah.
He won't be one of these guys like, I don't need that anymore, I'm out of here. He's always been, fiercely loyal to his friends.
If MIT called me and wanted me to be a professor up there, offered me more money, then here I'd be gone.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony.
Die, you son of a bitch!